What's happening? We are in the building, live and direct, man. Live and direct, live and direct. What the heck? Douglas Chunks is in the building. Doug Chunks in here. Big old Paul Ross in here. Found treasure in here in the building. Salute to everybody out there, man. Gaucho Merlot, man. Um, 666 Kinksky. Ooh. Ooh. Um, what is up? What is up? What is up? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? What is up? Mm. Whew. Another day, another dollar. Another day, another dollar. You're here live and direct. Everyone hit that like button for me, man. Smash that like button, man. Smash that like button. Smash that like button for me, man. What's happening, Paul? What's happening, everybody? Everybody like the video. Salute, man. Um, let me
What up, family? It's your boy SNTV, man, coming back at y'all with another update. There's a lot going on in the streets, man. There's a lot going on in the streets. Police are saying that over 30 people got shot this weekend alone in Chicago. I got a couple things I want to talk about in this video. And I'm going to just keep it all the way 100 with y'all. It's like I said, I'm tired of beating around the bush and cutting corners. That's not getting us nowhere. So, the raw, unadulterated, pure uncut truth is this right here. A lot of you niggas need to be goddamn taken off the streets or smoked. A lot of y'all are counterproductive as hell. We have been taught that everything that's wrong is right. And the shit that's right is wrong. We got a completely counterproductive mindset out here. And it's crazy. When it comes to a lot of things, the way that we think about shit is destructive. It's really set up for us to fail. And I want to apologize for upholding that bullshit in my life for so long. Well, guess what? I'm here to tell y'all, man. At the end of the day, being a human being is okay. It's okay to be a human being. It's okay to be a good person. Everybody want to be a savage. Everybody want to be a savage. Everybody want to be a killer. Well, y'all been turning up. Keep that same energy when Trump come in. See, that's my thing. Don't stop when the people get there. When them people get to Chicago, you niggas keep gang banging and keep killing. Don't let that cease to exist. Keep that same energy. Keep the same energy with them as you do with your own people, bro. No, y'all niggas gonna go in the house. Y'all niggas gonna get the fuck out the way. Because y'all know them people ain't coming to play with y'all. And it's coming. Them folks talking about being there next month. September, yeah, them folks pulling up. Straight up. Y'all got too much going on. Babies being killed, man. Left and right. Left and right. Innocents. Women and children. Old people being robbed. This shit is a simulation at this point. This is Grand Theft Auto come to life. And it's crazy. Also, A-Roy's brother, right? He allegedly snitched on Monaman. Y'all know that Monaman, he took A-Roy. He's been about, 4 years ago. And it's on camera. And even though he was picked up, he was let go. For one, certain shit that y'all don't understand, that y'all need to understand, it just don't register with y'all. For instance, how is it that someone can get away with a murder that was committed on camera? How is that?
All right, man.
At first, we're following some breaking news on a violent day in the Bronx. New York cops reporting at least 4 separate shootings in a span of just 8 hours.
First this morning in the Tremont.
Y'all can't hear? You can't hear? Can you hear? Press 1 if you can hear.
Section where police say a 34-year-old man was killed. Then just after 1 this afternoon, there was another deadly shooting in Soundview. And then around 2:30, an Amazon driver was shot in the West Farms sector.
I like the way they try to act like, oh, in an 8-hour span, there were 4 separate shootings. There was just 4 shootings 2 days ago in the Bronx. Remember? There was the mass shooting where 5 people got shot. We covered I think it was a dude got killed and a girl got shot in the back of the head and she in critical condition. 4 separate shootings in the Bronx in an 8-hour span. Yeah, sure. 4 separate shootings in an 8-hour span.
He is expected to survive.
And then less than an hour later, police say a 26-year-old was shot twice in the leg. This happened in Belmont. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon live at the scene of the shooting in West Farms where the Amazon driver was shot. Sonia.
Yeah, Bill, he was 31 years old. He is 31 years old, and he was shot in the ankle. He's in stable condition at St. Barnabas Hospital, and police do not believe he was the intended target of this shooting. But that begs the question, why were people shooting here at 2:30 in the afternoon? A neighbor who says she heard 2 gunshots followed by 5 says the scary thing was that this happened at a time of day when kids will be getting out of school in just a few days. There's an elementary school right across the street, PS6. Now, police believe there were indeed 2 people shooting at each other, and this Amazon driver was struck in the ankle. Now, the Amazon truck was part of a crime scene and is damaged by some of the bullets. Amazon released a statement saying our team is working with the driver's employer to support them however we can and cooperating with law enforcement as they investigate. Now, the driver works for a logistics company contracted by Amazon. We spoke with his manager who came right to the scene when he heard what happened.
It's sad to go through something like this. You're just out here making money, trying to figure out a living, and then just something like this happens to you. It's unexpected.
Yeah, the truck just taken away from the scene here, and neighbors are obviously very concerned. If an Amazon driver just doing his job in the middle of the afternoon isn't safe here, then who is? We're live in West Farms. Sonia Rincon, Channel 7.
Oh, man. It's not good. It's not good. Better get your stuff together before Trump comes in. That's how people looking at it. Oh man, we gotta hurry up and get our stuff together before Trump get here.
We begin tonight in the Bronx, where there's been a rash of shootings.
6 shootings, in fact, in just 8 hours. 2 people were killed and nobody.
Hold on, I thought it was 4 shootings in 8 hours. Didn't the last one say 4 shootings in 8 hours? That must be a conspiracy, man. They lying, man. The Illuminati lying, man. Why is the Illuminati lying? Because the last people said 4 shootings in 8 hours. You know, niggas dumb. Niggas don't know that you can have new information. Press 1. Niggas don't know new information comes about and shit and it changes. Niggas say, man, they said 4 shootings, man. Shit, man. The fuck? They said 4 shootings. Now they saying 6. Man, they lying, man. This something ain't right. Something fishy, man. It's a fluid situation, man. They might find out it was 10 shootings, man. There's some war going on in the Bronx, man. The Bronx is on fire, man. Shout out to the Bronx, man. The Bronx is getting busy, man. I want Trump to go everywhere, man. I want Trump to go everywhere. I want this to become a police state, man. You niggas need to live in a police state, man. Martial law for you niggas. I'm gonna be in here fucking streaming. I'm gonna be here streaming, so I don't give a fuck. Martial law for you niggas, man. Press the like button, man. Support the channel, man. It don't bother me, man. Shout out to Pamela Henderson, man. Pamela Henderson in the building, man. Police state on you niggas, man.
He has been arrested.
The violence coming as the mayor, the governor, and the police commissioner try to assure New Yorkers that they are safe. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon leading us off tonight.
The bullets that dinged an Amazon van on East Tremont and Bryant Avenues and left its driver in the hospital shattered a sense of safety at around 2:30 in the afternoon, right by an elementary school that'll be letting out children at that time in just a few days. Neighbors heard 2 to 3 shots, then a few more, as police say 2 people fired at each other, catching the delivery man for a company contracted by Amazon right in the crossfire.
He's working, doing his business, and not involved, and gets put into something he had nothing to do with.
He just was like, I just heard shots and I just felt it in my ankle.
His manager says the 31-year-old driver didn't see who fired the shots, but called to say he'd been wounded.
I was scared. I started shaking, to be honest. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to feel. Just came here right away.
Police say he was an innocent victim of gunfire on a day that saw a lot of it in the Bronx, some of it deadly. Starting just after 8 this morning.
And they gonna run out of that tape. They recycling that shit. Look. Hold on. Yo, they recycling that tape, man. That crime scene tape. They taking that shit back. That's crazy, man. They like, don't throw that shit away. We need that shit, man. We use that shit at the next shooting. We on a budget, man. Wrap that shit up. Put it in the back of the truck and use it at the next shooting. Yeah, man. They running out. Yeah, they said they like, yo, we waiting on our next shipment for crime scene tape, man. So I need everybody to reuse. We recycling that shit, man. Recycling the crime scene tape, man. Shout out to S Freak. S Freak in the building, getting the ball rolling, man. Says salute to the nation. Salute to you, best freak. We in here 15 minutes in. Salute. Everybody hit that like button. Everybody support the channel, man. Also, we trying to get 10 people to share this, man. 10 people to share this on social media, man. We trying to get 10 people to share this on social media, man. Share this on social media.
Gunfire on a day that saw a lot of it in the Bronx, some of it deadly. Starting just after 8 this morning on Anthony Avenue in Tremont, police are looking for this suspect in the death of a 32.
That look like it might be a hombrito, man, or sunbrito or something. That look like maybe a sunbrito. Yeah, some kind of sunbrito.
Suspect in the death of a 32-year-old man. Just after 1 this afternoon, detectives responded to another homicide.
Big pigeon-toed black queen, man. Look at the pigeon-toed black queen, man.
Just after 1 this afternoon,
she not need, man. Don't worry, y'all. Everything's safe, man. Officer LaQuisha is here, man.
Just after 1 this afternoon, detectives responded to another homicide. This one on Crows Avenue in Soundview, where a man identified tonight as 34-year-old Kelvin Mosquea was gunned down right in front of his home. And at around 3:30 on Adams Place in Belmont, a 26-year-old man survived 2 gunshot wounds to the leg. That victim and the delivery driver are recovering here at St. Barnabas Hospital tonight as police search for suspects. Amazon released a statement saying it is cooperating with the investigation and offering support to the driver and his employer. Hospitals here in the Bronx have been very busy treating shooting victims this month, despite a citywide drop in gun violence in July and assurances from state and city.
A citywide drop. They gonna tell you crime drop. If they don't tell you nothing, they gonna tell you crime down. 6 shootings in 8 hours in the Bronx, but crime is down. It's important for you to know crime is down. Make sure you guys understand that crime is down.
Released a statement saying it is cooperating with the investigation and offering support to the driver and his employer. Hospitals here in the Bronx have been very busy treating shooting victims this month, despite a citywide drop in gun violence in July and assurances from state and city leaders that the NYPD does not need help right now from the National Guard.
I don't see the need for it at all. We are doing an amazing job. We know what we need to do here, and we're going to continue to do that.
President Trump has threatened to send National Guard troops, as he has in D.C., into other cities with Democratic governors and mayors. Yesterday, NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch told Attorney General Pam Bondi there's no need for them here. Today, Governor Hochul defended her deployments of New York National Guard troops into the subway to beef up public safety visibility and said she spoke with Trump directly.
I said, Mr. President, I can give you all the data you need to show that crime is down. It's working. Our policies are working. NYPD is doing their job.
In the Bronx, Sonia Rincon, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
6 shootings in 8 hours in the Bronx. Crime is down. Everybody, man. Crime is down. We trying to get 10 people to share this on social media, man. 10 people to share this on social media with your friends and family so that we can get boost in viewership. Salute to all you guys. You guys been sharing it. I really appreciate that. That helps the nation out a lot, man. That helps the nation out a lot. This is whew. Crime is down, man. That's their new thing, man. Crime is down everywhere. Crime is down. And at some point, that doesn't mean anything. That loses its meaning. At some point, that just becomes a slogan. It becomes cliche. They better stop saying that, man, because what is going to happen is going to become cliche. And you don't want that to happen. You don't want crime is down to become cliche. You don't want it to be like, oh, just to lose its meaning. You want crime is down to mean like, yeah, crime is down. Mm. But the way you can tell these mayors are shaking in their boots, man. I don't think in New York though it'll hurt the mayor. I don't think bringing in the National Guard to New York will hurt the mayor. You know what I'm saying? I think the mayor in New York could survive it because his opponent in the election is going to be a socialist, and nobody wants a socialist, communist, fucking, BLMer to be fucking leading them during, a crime situation, man. So I think that if they send the federal troops into New York, that'll be good for that'd be very good for Mayor Adams, man. Nobody is gonna want to turn the controls over to Zohan Mamadi, whatever the fuck his name is, if they think if it's some crime shit going on. That motherfucker gonna start handing out fucking goodie bags to the criminals. And everybody knows that. Shout out to Muramasa, man. Muramasa in the building. He says crime is down. Haha. Reminds me of the Iraq meme when the spokesperson of the Iraq government said everything's okay, nothing to worry about, as the government was falling apart from America. Yeah, that was one of the funniest wars, man. I remember being a kid when that war started, and the media had played it up like, "Oh my God, we're coming into a war," because we had lost the last war, Vietnam, but I wasn't born yet, right? So Iraq was the first war of my life, right? Man, that shit was over in like 36 hours, man. That shit was crazy, dog. That shit was over in like 36 hours. We thought we was going into a war. We was all this, everything. You had never experienced a war. That my generation. That shit lasted all of 36 hours. And it was over. Salute to well, in America, anytime you don't completely crush the other side, you lose. Anytime you don't stay and occupy them, you lose. Because as America, we don't just have to win. We have to win and then stay and occupy for a certain amount of years. So if you don't, in Vietnam, I don't think we occupied them. I think we left. So, if you leave, we have a different standard threshold for winning and losing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Salute.
Police say a 31-year-old man was killed shortly after midnight this morning along Anacostia Road in Southeast. People in this part of D.C. have been calling for a heavier law enforcement presence. And tonight, our Christian Flores is pressing the White House and D.C. police about their patrol strategy.
Bright yellow police tape littering the 300 block of Anacostia Road Southeast, the scene of the first homicide in D.C. in almost 2 weeks. Top prosecutor Janine Pirro lamenting the broken milestone.
And I was devastated this morning when I found out there was a homicide last night, because we were counting every day, no homicide.
The White House continues deploying federal officers throughout the city. But one community leader who lives near the scene of the homicide asks,
we already have the federal agents over here. Where were they last night? Why didn't they prevent that crime?
ANC Commissioner
Listen, if a nigga gonna kill somebody during this shit, that motherfucker must have did something, man. That motherfucker did something real fucked up, man, for a nigga to kill his ass during this. Press 1, man. Whoever got killed last night, man, he was a foul nigga, man. It was like, nah, man, we gotta get this nigga out of here, man. I don't care about these federal troops, man. We getting this nigga out of here. Damn. Well, they gonna be mad as hell when them troops leave, man, and they go back to normal. They gonna be mad as hell when these troops leave, because that's the fucked up part, because it's gonna be like they got used to having a little bit of civility, a little bit of peace, a little bit of normalcy. None of these people have ever had none of this ever. And I know they're gonna say, well, there was other times where it was 12 days periods with no homicides. Yeah, but it was like 50 shootings in that time when nobody got killed. That's not what they're telling you. They're not telling you that the other times we went 12 days without a homicide, it just was random. It was just because niggas didn't die from getting shot. Niggas was getting shot left and right. It was shootings all over town. Niggas just didn't die. This time, there haven't been no shootings, haven't been no, you know what I'm saying, niggas ripping and running throughout the street. And we haven't had no homicides. That's the difference. That's not what they're going to tell you. Press 1. Yeah, whoever got killed last night, they wanted his ass bad. They're like, fuck this shit, man. Because they going to get caught. Whoever committed that murder last night, they going to use everything in their power to find out who did that, right? So they're gonna find out who did that, and that person gonna have a federal prosecutor on the case, and they're gonna have a judge that's going a hanging judge. They used to call them hanging judges back in the day. That he gonna get a hanging judge. Whoever committed that murder last night is going to. I hope it was worth it, nigga. Because they are going to find you. There's no way they're going to let that shit go unsolved. There's no way they're going to be like, hey, man, I don't know who did it, man. Ain't no way. Yeah, you messed up their street. They mad as shit you messed up their street. Hit the like button, subscribe, support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. It'd be nice to get some people on the board, man. Some new people, man. Some new people, some old people on the board to support the channel, man. Nobody has covered the DC situation every single day since it started. Nobody has covered it every single day since it started. And just like black fatigue, remember black fatigue? It was a big thing. Oh, black fatigue, black fatigue. And then people started to drop off slowly. Slowly, people started to drop off. This one dropped off. That one dropped off. That one dropped off. And then at the end of the day, who was the only one covering black fatigue? Salute to Austin Dovercourt, man, the third, man. He say, salute, I appreciate you, good brother. Salute, man. Yeah, man. It's sister like, man, how come they couldn't stop the crime? Well, listen, nigga gonna kill you now. You could like it ain't nothing you can do about it, man. If a nigga gonna come and kill somebody right now with all this shit, you just dead, motherfucker.
Federal officers throughout the city. But one community leader who lives near the scene of the homicide asks,
we already have the federal agents over here. Where were they last night? Why didn't they prevent that crime?
ANC Commissioner Ashley Ruff, however, does not think federal officer patrols are the solution.
Like, there are so many other commissioners that put in the time and the effort to actually make their safe streets. It's just a tribe taking care of its own people.
But just a short drive away in the Fairlawn community, this shooting in broad daylight has residents rattled.
Wow.
These are, active.
Wow. Obi out here wilding, man. Obi right here, yo. This nigga right here is this thugged out, man. And this is that good neighborhood I was telling you about, Fairlawn. Very nice neighborhood, man. Very nice neighborhood in D.C., man. Listen, if it was all white, you could literally, that shit could literally be Beverly Hills. If it was all white. You know what I'm saying? If it was all white, it could literally be Beverly Hills. But you got niggas there. And that changes everything, man. That nigga was backing that thing out. That nigga was, that nigga was backing that thing out in broad daylight. See, you can't stop that. Federal troops can't stop that. If a nigga gonna pull out, if a nigga's gonna pull out a gun and do all that shit, what can you really do? You gotta prosecute him, man, to the fullest. That's what you can do. You can find out who did it and prosecute his ass to the fullest. Okay? I mean the fullest. You gotta straight up, you gotta throw the fucking Library of Congress at that nigga. Okay? You gotta throw the Library of Congress at that nigga, man. Shout out to Osa the Healer, man. He said, salute, Ak. I don't think they have that many feds on that side. Yeah. And you know, I believe that. I believe it, you know. And here's what's gonna happen is what happened was the thugs on that side kind of heard that the National Guard was coming, so they went into hiding. And then naturally they start looking around and saying, oh, they not over here. You know what I'm saying? It's just, That's the natural progression. Like, oh, they're not over here. Oh, okay, we can come out of hiding. So I wonder if they're gonna shift some of those resources over to that side of town, because that's literally the most, like, not having them over there is just like not having them, because that's where all the black people live at. That's where the large pockets of black people are, on the southeast side. And it's young black people. I think the average age over there is like 18 years old. It's like Africa. It's literally like Africa. Average age like 18 years old. It's a bunch of fucking kids over there, young people and shit.
In broad daylight has residents rattled.
These are, active gun ranges in our school districts. As far as the surge of law enforcement, where are they?
7 News on your side asking MPD and the White House if they plan on increasing patrols in these communities. A White House official telling us officers are carrying out targeted enforcement with warrants to go after wanted gang members and drug dealers instead of patrolling general areas.
What we've got to do is try to identify who those people are, take them out of the community based upon their criminal.
See, this is a basic misunderstanding of the black community with them, and bless her heart, you know what I'm saying? She's thinking like a normal person. She's not doing anything wrong. She's thinking like a normal, reasonable person, a rational human being. The only problem is that just taking certain blacks out of DC, the black community prints thugs. Press 1. The black community prints thugs like it's assembly line. We make thugs like an assembly line. Okay? You take this one gangster out, there's like 5 little fucking proto-humans ready to jump in and take his place the next day. Okay? You need patrols, man. You got to patrol niggas. Niggas need to be patrolled. This targeted shit, although yes, it's good. Get these niggas out of the street, definitely. But you gotta patrol niggas. You gotta patrol these niggas over there, especially on the southeast side. She thinking like, yeah, we just gonna get the major ones and get them out of there, and that's gonna solve it. No. There's an endless pipeline of thugs. Okay? And they're printing them. These sisters are printing them.
In these communities, a White House official telling us officers are carrying out targeted enforcement with warrants to go after wanted gang members and drug dealers instead of patrolling general areas.
What we've got to do is try to identify who those people are, take them out of the community based upon their criminal acts.
MPD has not responded, but got an earful from community leaders during a crime walk Monday.
We've got to do more. I don't know what it is, but we've got to do more. I mean, there's so much drug selling going on.
Christian Flores, 7 News.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Morgan.
Yeah, so much going on, man. We gotta get to some of this other stuff in these other places, man. I want to, stay on DC right now, though. Jeez.
Fox 5's Nana Senior Bonesu live in downtown DC again with the very latest tonight. Hi, Nana.
Hey, Angie and Sharon, good evening. So in addition to those 1,000 arrests, the White House says they've also recovered more than 100 illegal guns off of the street. All of this happening as we're now seeing.
And here's the thing about DC, right? 100 guns doesn't sound like a lot. You know what I'm saying? But in DC, where the gun laws are so strict, and the average thug nigga in DC, and I don't know, Osa could probably help me out with this one, man. Because I haven't been in DC in a few years. You know what I'm saying? I haven't lived in a few years. When I lived in DC, the average thug nigga shooter, he not carrying during the day. The average one. You got some that's carrying during the day, but it's not like Memphis or one of these constitutional carry states where niggas is just walking around with Dracos in their waistband. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, even when they on the block, they got their shit in the bushes, or they got their shit underneath a car, or in like a balled up paper bag near a car. You know what I'm saying? Or by looking like trash and shit, or they got it. You know what I'm saying? In the breezeway or something like that. They not really toting like that. Niggas not just. Everybody not just carrying guns like that in DC. So for them to get 100 guns off the street, at night they are, but I'm talking about during the daytime. But for them to just get 100 guns off the street, that's big in DC, man. That's a huge number, man. That's a huge number, man. That's a huge number because the gun laws in DC are different. It's not like the South, you know what I'm saying? Where you just go to the store and buy a gun. There's no gun shop in DC, as far as at least when I was there. There's no gun shop in DC. There's not even. I don't even know if there's a lot of gun shops in the surrounding counties. You know what I'm saying?
Covered more than 100 illegal guns off of the street. All of this happening as we're now seeing armed National Guard members, an increase in federal agents and checkpoints across the city.
They're not making anything safe.
For several hours into Monday evening, more than 30 officers, including MPD and federal agents, slowed down cars riding down North Capitol.
I, just as a concerned neighbor, cannot deal with it anymore.
This neighbor and others came out of their homes.
Shut your faggot ass up, boy. Shut your faggot ass up.
As a concerned neighbor, cannot deal with it anymore.
This neighbor and others came out of their homes with signs warning drivers that ICE was ahead.
So they're using tactics like this to get rid of our neighbors, get rid of our workers, get rid of those who help us.
Our Fox.
Get rid of our neighbors, get rid of our workers, get rid of those who help us. Shut up. Shut up, you fucking loser. You fucking loser, man. You're a fucking loser. Shut up, you fucking loser. Right, isn't he a fucking loser, man?
Those who help us.
Our Fox 5 cameras captured a number of people getting pulled over for tinted windows, broken headlights, and even drivers who were holding their cell phones.
Yeah, it's called broken windows. Yeah, you need to do that shit. Shouldn't be doing none of that shit. You shouldn't be holding your cell phone. You shouldn't have tinted windows. That you gotta follow the law. They're enforcing the law.
Man, pull over. This is simple.
As officers stopped drivers, neighbors were observing, making sure people's rights weren't violated.
Take off your mask.
They don't never make sure people. This bitch wouldn't be making sure nobody's rights wasn't getting violated when the thugs was out there. When the thugs had the city, when Pookie and Ray Ray had the city, this bitch wasn't out there making sure nobody's rights was violated. Fuck you, whore. You fucking smelly whore. She probably smell like bologna. You smelly whore. Out there grandstanding and shit. Because you know the police ain't going to come fucking snatch your phone and fucking stomp your ass out like Pookie and Ray Ray would. Let Pookie and Ray Ray be doing some shit and you pull out your fucking phone and start making sure that nobody's rights being violated. You can get your fucking head stomped in. Around a bunch of white men. There could be 10 white men standing there. They ain't going to do shit. Press 1. Support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. Hit the like button, man. Support the channel, man. We the only ones doing this, man. Can't nobody do it like this, man. Support the channel, man.
Were observing, making sure people's rights weren't violated.
Take off your mask.
The deep concern from neighbors who come outside to make sure that individuals' rights aren't being violated.
Councilmember Kenyon McDuffie, who lives in the Ward 5 neighborhood, came out of his house to witness an example of the federal surge.
There's a deep concern permeating throughout the council.
Some National Guard members are now carrying their service weapons, which includes pistols and rifles. We spotted armed members at Union Station, the Wharf, and at the...
Now listen. This area just became 1,000 times safer with these guys here. And these fucking whores right here know it. But if you was to ask them, they would be like, I'm terrified.
Armed members at Union Station, the Wharf, and at the Metro. Inside the Oval Office, advisor to the president, Stephen Miller, brought up MPD's crime numbers.
There's even accusations that murders and homicides were reported as accidents instead of murders. I mean, this is how severe the manipulation of the crime data has been in this city.
And now the House Oversight Committee is launching an investigation after receiving, quote, credible information. In a statement to Fox 5 DC, Chairman James Comer says the committee is now taking action to investigate these allegations and ensure that the safety of DC residents and visitors is never compromised. We asked Councilmember McDuffie what the council's plan is if the president decides to extend the takeover after 30 days.
The council, as a body, as an institution, is having conversations about what's going on and how to best respond to protect the interests of our city and the more than 700,000 residents that are here.
Now, we did reach out to MPD on the accusations from the White House that they have manipulated their crime data. We're still waiting to hear back.
In just a few hours, President Trump will hold a cabinet meeting in what he is calling the safest city in the country, Washington, D.C.
Our nation's capital seeing over 1,000 arrests since his federal takeover and nearly a 2-week stretch without a homicide.
So the streets have been stripped of over 100 illegal guns, 6 known gang members among those arrested.
Chicago is now top of mind as Trump considers sending in National Guard troops to other cities to crack down on this crime, on all the crime nationwide.
And the U.S. Marshals taking our own Alexis McAdams out onto the streets of D.C. for an exclusive look at the ongoing operation there.
Yep, she joins us from Washington with a Fox News exclusive. Alexis.
Good morning. Yeah, we had the chance to go all around Washington, D.C. We're still wearing the same outfits we were when we started this ride along, you guys, because they went pretty much all night and all throughout the morning trying to get as many people as they could off the streets here of Washington, D.C. We had a one-on-one with the director of U.S. Marshals Service who tells me his job here in the capital city is far from over. Is it surprising to you that all this crime is happening just steps away from our nation's capital?
Yeah, it was very surprising. And that's the reason why President Trump has declared this public safety emergency. You know, this is the capital of a nation, right? Of the best nation in the world, the strongest nation in the world, the freest nation in the world. Yet we can't walk the streets without getting mugged, raped, and robbed.
Yeah, Kenya McDuffie, man. Yeah, he probably did. He probably did call them, ask for them damn cops to be right there, and then went out there and protested against the cops. Kind of like, cover it up, man. I wouldn't be surprised, man. I know I would. I know if it was federal troops in the city and I could get them, I'd be like, yeah, come to my block. Definitely, I would, man. I would definitely do that, man. Yeah, come over here, man. Keep them niggas away, man. Niggas are pests, man. Niggas are pestilence, man. Niggas are pests.
You know, and that should not be that way.
So according to the feds, nearly 100 people were arrested just last night. They had teams out all over the place from federal, state, and local.
Niggas and flies. Niggas and flies. The more I hang around niggas, the more I like flies.
Partners. Our cameras were rolling as we spent hours out there in different parts of the city. We were in high crime areas right outside, pretty much just a mile or so from the White House. It was interesting to see. You didn't have to go far to go to those neighborhoods. They served warrants for suspects wanted for a long list of violent crimes like what? Robbery, carjacking, and assault. So one guy, we were there when he was arrested, wanted in connection with an armed carjacking out in Maryland near Baltimore. He told investigators, "Why are you taking me in if they're just going to hold me for 3 days and release me?"
The judge is literally going to say we're going to put him on a 3-day hold. Then once the 3-day hold is up, Anna Ronnie never shows up. I done been over DC jail 6 times for the same one.
Yeah, but this time Anna Ronnie gonna show up. I believe him. I mean, this type of stuff happens, in the system. They didn't come extradite him. Anne Arundel County didn't come extradite him, so they had to let him go. But he committed the carjacking that, right? This time, though, you got picked up, my brother. Anne Arundel County is coming. Press 1. So you don't have to worry about it, man. Don't worry. They're going to come get you this time.
Why are you taking me in if they're just going to hold me for 3 days and release me?
The judge is literally going to say we're going to put him on a 3-day hold. Then once the 3-day hold is up, Anna Ronnie never shows up. I done been over DC jail 6 times for the same one. They never show up. DC jail has to release me. They release me. It's the same thing every time. The same thing every time.
So we'll see what happens this time because he went to the D.C. lockup here. So Gaddy Serralta, you might know him. He's the current director of the U.S. Marshal Service. He worked in Florida for years, has been in law enforcement for decades. He was sworn in earlier this month after President Trump picked him here. He's running point for 20 agencies, local, state, and federal, for this President Trump's Making D.C. Safe and Beautiful task force. In less than a month, the new initiative to fight crime has led to more than 1,000 arrests and counting. Dozens of people arrested were here in the country illegally, according to the feds, including members of Trende Aragua. Back at your live as you continue to talk about President Trump's crackdown on crime, not just here in Washington, D.C., but New York, L.A., Chicago, you name it. We asked the marshals, do you think this will work in Chicago? Would it work in those other areas? They think that it would because they have a great federal partnership here. And you should see how many resources they bring in. So they really help the local police, from what I saw, kind of have the ability to do this.
So the big thing is, Alexis, they don't just stay in the nice areas of D.C., right?
No. Yeah, I mean, we were over there. It's people that have been to D.C. and kind of know this area. Cafe Milano, that's in a nice area, I thought. But you turn down one street and people were telling me you can get carjacked there. So whether you're in a nice area or you're out in an area right outside of D.C. here where it's not so nice, they really had a lot going on. And they mentioned, too, specifically, this is not about, tracking down migrants who are here illegally committing crimes, but that's who they're coming across. So imagine where we are right now at the White House and the nation's capital, and he talks all the time about cracking down on migrant crime. President Trump's people didn't have to go too far to find those people. MS-13, Trende Aragua, you name it. They're out here, right here in Washington, D.C.
All right. Thanks so much, Alexis.
Thank you. Fascinating.
Thank you. Fascinating. Oh man. Yeesh. There we go. We got something going on in Minneapolis, man.
The search continues for a shooter who used a weapon of war in South Minneapolis as we learn new details from the neighbors who are feared for their safety. We're starting tonight with the latest on the mass shooting that killed one person and injured 6 others.
In just the last few hours, Minneapolis police updated us on the investigation. We have team coverage for you this evening, starting with Uba Ali and the effort to find the shooter. Uba?
Frank, the search for suspects is stretching late into the night. Police say they have significant evidence, and Chief Brian O'Hara is confident they will find the gunmen who unleashed terror into the community. A horrifying act of violence.
This level of firepower unleashed in broad daylight is completely sickening and unacceptable.
A street scattered with shell casings, car windows blown out. It was just before 1:30 this afternoon when police say a shooter hopped out of a vehicle, fired 30 shots with what they describe as a high-powered rifle.
This type of weapon, it's more for a weapon of war than something to be on the street here.
Killing one man and injuring 6 others before hopping back in the car and taking off. The shooting just off of Lake Street, just steps away from Cristo Rey High School, where students were learning.
Obviously, school was in session. It's a high school. Just thankfully, we spoke to some of the students here. They're fine.
School officials didn't comment on the shooting, but police say all the victims are adults. Chief Brian O'Hara says the victims were all outside when the shooting happened. There's no...
Man, weapons of war on the streets of Minneapolis. Shout out to Jimmy Fields, man. Jimmy Fields in the building. He says, hey, I'm inviting other viewers to take the $5 challenge. I'm donating on behalf of myself and the glider that Rajah Jackson sent to the beyond. Psycho Stu, man. Shout out to Psycho Stu for the donation, man. There you go. The gauntlet has been put down. Let's see how many people take the $5 challenge. Let's see how many viewers from Arc Nation take the $5 challenge, man. Minneapolis.
Word yet what led up to the shooting, but police believe this was not random and that the gunman knew at least one person in this group.
The damage that was done to the bodies of some of these victims is unspeakable.
Wow.
Safety was shattered in this neighborhood today, not just by the bullets, but the fear left behind.
Now going to work has...
You can learn how to speak English, man. This shit ain't, and listen, I get it. English is very hard. I saw a TikTok the other day, like, because some people say English, the rules for English is very, English doesn't make sense the way other languages, make sense. The words, it doesn't follow a pattern like a normal language, Latin language. You know what I mean? And you guys have seen those TikToks about how this word like lead, bread, Ted, dead, like all the words it doesn't make sense how they should. You can still learn how to speak English. We're not asking you to learn how to write English, bitch. We ask you to learn how to speak it. Okay? And read it a little. Read stop signs. How the fuck you gonna, like, you don't know what a fucking stop sign is? Like, come on, man. Salute to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Rickman, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. Shout out taking the $5 challenge, man. It ain't too much to ask, man. That ain't too much to ask. And look at her name. She's Andriana Nugger. Andriana Nugger. Racist bitch.
Fear left behind.
Now going to work has become scary. Every day I'm afraid of getting hurt or being robbed, and we shouldn't have to live like this.
We will not stop until we can make every block in this city safe for all of our residents.
Well, sir, oh God, Jesus Christ. You got Berkeley, you got a fucking Spanish bitch, can't speak English. Now you got goddamn fucking Nefertiti, fucking Mustafa Salam here and shit. What the fuck is going on in Minneapolis, man?
The 6 surviving victims are being treated at HCMC and are expected to recover. Amelia.
All right, Uba, thank you. Our team coverage continues now with Frankie McLister, who talked with people who live in that area. Frankie.
Hi there, Amelia. The community remains shaken up this evening. We obtained a Ring camera video from one man who says that gunfire is what took he and his family into hiding. Eustacio Alatorre says you can hear several gunshots in this security video from his front step.
The shots. We went down to the basement.
Just moments after they took shelter downstairs. That same camera shows someone creeping through his front yard, appearing in a red-stained shirt.
My wife is scared. It's bad.
She's not the only one. Loretta Arredondo lives just down the street. When she heard about it, she called her son working at the AutoZone nearby.
I said, hey, this is happening near your job. I'm concerned.
She appreciates the efforts of Minneapolis police.
I think the solution is exactly what MPD is doing, being present, being vigilant, listening to the community.
But says the neighborhood she's considered home since a child isn't the same anymore.
It's changed. I grew up in this area. I could walk down the street, and I don't want to get teary, but I could walk down the street. I didn't have to worry about needles on the ground.
It's changed, man. I used to be the only black person around here, man. It's different since I moved here with my white husband 20 years ago. A lot more niggas here now, man.
In this area, I could walk down the street, and I don't want to get teary, but I could walk down the street. I didn't have to worry about needles on the ground.
And that man that gave us that Ring camera video also provided that video to police. That said, police are asking you if you or someone you know have any information as a whole or video such as that to reach out to them. Please, we're going to put a number up on your screen right now. That number, 800-222-8477, is actually the anonymous tip line because that's an option too. If you're worried about your name being known, they're just asking anybody with any help, which clearly can also help out our community. Frank?
All right, Frankie, thank you.
She should not have been on the road. That's exactly what prosecutors say about a 19-year-old charged in a hit and run.
The victim's leg was amputated on his birthday after he tried to stop the initial bleeding on his own. Our Durante Matthews is live and picks up the story from there. Durante?
Yeah, Ted and Mary, 19-year-old Shamari Williams is charged in this case. She was emotional in court today. She's accused of hitting a man on a motorcycle and then leaving him bleeding in the street. Prosecutors say this shouldn't have happened because she didn't even have a license.
State of Wisconsin versus Shamari Williams.
Jesus Christ. Fucking pariah, man. They're pariahs, man. They find so many ways to kill people. They literally invent ways. Just them living is a dangerous.
That's the first time Shamari Williams has heard that sentence.
This is a tough one.
The 19-year-old is charged in a hit and run that cost a man his leg.
Very serious injury.
The incident happened on August 20th, the day Gustavo Rojas turned 29. Court records show Williams told police she was driving with her grandfather and a family friend. Williams said Rojas's motorcycle was going fast near 27th and Medford when they collided. Rojas tells us he was heading to a friend's house when Williams ran through a stop sign, knocked him off his motorcycle, and ran away. His right leg was amputated during the impact.
Damn, that leg came off, bro.
Graphic video of the aftermath circulated on social media. We spoke with an emotional Rojas on Monday, hours after his surgery.
I don't want to shoot up on anybody, though. Like, I could have died that day. I really could have died that day, man.
Prosecutors say after the crash, Williams told police her grandfather told her she had to go. Police tracked the car to Williams.
Her grandfather told her she had to go. Hey, man, we out of here, man. But that's what like you expect. You would, if a black person hits you and stops and renders aid, like you'll have a heart attack. You'll die anyway because you'll have a heart attack. Press 1. You would literally have a heart attack just from seeing them stop the car and get out and render aid. I don't think that's ever happened. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've been doing this for a long time. I don't think I've ever done one story where the black person is actually stopped and rendered aid. It just doesn't happen. We don't do that. It just, now am I beating up on black people? No. There's other things we do. We don't do that though. I can't remember a story where a black person has gotten out and rendered aid. And we've done, oh my God. Whew. Some nights all I do is fucking hit and run stories.
Had to go. Police tracked the car to Williams. She went to the police station 2 days later and confessed. Tuesday, Williams cried in court, going over what happened.
The issue is not even whether you are at fault. The issue is that you allegedly left.
Prosecutors also say Williams didn't have a valid license and her car's registration was suspended.
Gee, that's one rough looking sister, man. She looked like literally, she looked like Dave Chappelle. Like I couldn't sleep with this woman, man. I keep looking down and seeing Dave Chappelle, man. Oh, fuck, bitch. Put your hoodie on backwards, baby. Yeah, take your hoodie off, put it on backwards. We can finish this shit. Get you up out of here. Jeez. Just killing this. Just walking a walking fucking accident and shit. Just going about her. If she didn't kill him, if she didn't cut that man's leg off, she'd have hurt somebody later on some way. They just walking accidents. Daviana Chappelle. Jesus Christ, man.
The argument could be made that none of this happened if you would not have been driving a vehicle.
The court commissioner ultimately set her cash bail at $5,000.
I don't know what to do. I can't stay here.
Now, when discussing cash bail, the court commissioner says he was giving Williams credit for turning herself in. He says she has no prior record, but just couldn't look past the severity of this incident. Williams is due back in court next month. Reporting live in downtown Milwaukee, Durante Matthews, Fox 6 News.
Durante, thank you.
Salute to Roy, man. Roy taking the $5 challenge. Shout out to Roy, man. Says, thanks for the updates. Shout out to you, Roy. Jeez.
Equally devastating when you have to look into the face of the family and tell them this. They are heartbroken, and you see it on their face.
We begin with breaking news of that heartbreak here at noon. The Kansas City, Kansas community mourning the death of a law enforcement officer yet again. KCK police officer Hunter Simoncic died in the line of duty earlier this morning.
Here's what we know about what led up to Officer Simoncic's death. KCKPD responding to the sound of gunshots near 77th and Everett just before midnight. When officers got
responding to the sound of gunshots. So niggas.
there, they found the suspect armed inside of a car. That suspect drove off, ultimately heading east on State Avenue. That's where Officer Simoncic was deploying stop sticks near Campus Boulevard from the median of the road. That suspect drove onto the median, hitting the officer. That suspect continued on, crashing his vehicle about 2.5 miles later near 65th and Caw Drive.
And we want to show you the suspect. Police tell us 31-year-old Dennis Mitchell is in custody.
Wow, I apologize, Black community. I'm sorry. Dennis Mitchell, you thug piece of shit, you. You know, I gotta go extra hard now because he's a white guy. I gotta go extra hard because to make up for the fact that I was wrong and shit. You Satan spawn. You're the worst person that ever lived.
He faces multiple charges, including vehicular homicide and fleeing police. And we have our teams spread across Kansas City, Kansas to bring you the very latest. We begin with KCTV5's Gabby Luma on what led to this morning's incident and what we know so far.
Yeah, Bill Carolina.
White crime, man. Should I keep going or should I keep going or should I skip this, man? Because we've had a great show, man. Press 1 if you want me to keep going. Press 2 if you want me to skip this one, man. You had a great show so far, man. You had a great show, man. I don't know, man. There's a lot of tools in the building, man. Yeah, white crime. I don't do good with white crime, man. White crime tends to make me drowsy, man. I'm gonna try. We're gonna see. We want to get it's. We're gonna get to the just see what happens. See what happens. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, man. White crime makes me drowsy, man.
He faces multiple charges, including vehicular homicide and fleeing police. And we have our teams spread across Kansas City, Kansas to bring you the very latest. We begin with KCTV5's Gabby Luma on what led to this morning's incident and what we know so far.
Yeah, Bill Carolina, just a devastating morning here in KCK as yet another officer has died in the line of duty. Officer Simoncic was responding to a call of shots fired this morning near that KCK college, community college.
Look at this nigga right here walking across the street. Look at this nigga. Hand on his dick. Walking like his legs is made out of goddamn rubber and shit. With a hoodie and a mask on. And it looked like it's goddamn 90 degrees out there. Look at this nigga right here. Just watch this nigga.
Officer Simoncic was responding to a call of shots fired this morning near that KCK. KCK as yet another officer has died in the line of duty. Officer Simoncic was responding to a call of shots fired. KCK as yet another officer has died in the line of duty. Officer Simoncic was responding to a call of shots fired.
Yo, niggas are hard. Nigga, what's wrong with niggas, man? Shout out to JL696, man. Hold on, let me. I can't. I'm in the way. Let me move out of the way so y'all can see this nigga, man. Let me move out of the way so y'all can see this dude, man. Let me move out of the way, man. I'm in the way, man.
Alina, just a devastating morning here in KCK as yet another officer has died in the line of duty. Officer Simoncic was responding to a call of shots fired this morning near that KCK college. Another officer has died in the line of duty. Officer Simoncic was responding to a call of shots fired this morning near that KCK college. Community college campus. That's where they found Dennis Mitchell III, that suspect, unconscious in his truck. He then woke up and drove away, leading those officers on that chase. Now, again, just an unimaginable tragedy here. An emotional press conference today as the department and community begin to mourn the life of 26-year-old Simoncic. Mayor Gardner of KCK calling Simoncic a hero, but continued in detailing the act as, quote, senseless and unnecessary. Chief Oakman saying he dreaded getting the call about Hunter last night and said, quote, what words do you say to a family? Chief adding Officer Simoncic's family is utterly devastated. He details the kind of man the department lost.
Good kid, volunteered to read. He read at Banneker Elementary once a week, and it's just difficult. It makes no sense.
Just emphasizing the unimaginable tragedy here, especially as officers.
Yo, what's up with this nigga, man? Yo, what's up with this nigga, man?
Emphasizing the unimaginable.
Why are you that close to her, man? Oh my God, man. Jeez. But crime is down, so as long as crime is down, we cool, man. So that's good. Crime is down.
Tragedy here, especially as officers and the community is continuing to mourn the death of Wyandotte County Sheriff's Deputy Elijah Ming just 1 month ago to the day exactly. Now, coming up within the next few minutes, we'll have even more details of the press conference, what we learned just a few minutes ago. Now, reporting live from Kansas City, Kansas, Gabby Luma, KCTV 5 News.
All right, thanks, Gabby. Now I want to head over to our Grace Smith. Grace.
All types of niggas. Where all the white people at? All these niggas in the background, man. Where all the fucking white people at? I thought the white dude wasn't the white dude. They're not saying if he shot. They're not saying if the white dude was the shooter, but they saying that he was asleep in the car and they woke him up and then he crashed. I don't know if he's
the death of Wyandotte County Sheriff's Deputy Elijah Ming just 1 month ago to the day exactly. Now, coming up within the next few minutes, we'll have even more details of the press conference, what we learned just a few minutes ago. Now, reporting live from Kansas City, Kansas, Gabby Luma, KCTV 5 News.
All right, thanks, Gabby. Now I want to head over to our Grace Smith. Grace.
Hey, Bill. Well, we know, according to the press conference, that he was brought here to KU Med and then a procession proceeded to take him to the medical exam.
All right, that's enough of that, man.
Start KPRC2 News at 10 o'clock with some breaking news of a shooting at a city bus stop. Thank you for joining us. I'm Daniela Guzman. My co-anchor Keith Garvin is off tonight. That shooting happening at a metro stop on West Belfort near South Gessner. That's in Southwest Houston. And KPRC2's Corley Peel is there right now with a search for the person responsible. Corley?
Daniela, police are actively searching for a masked gunman who shot a man here at this bus stop earlier this evening. You've seen this. The scene has cleared out here now. HPD and Metro Police left about 30 minutes ago, but here's a closer look at the scene from earlier this evening. HPD says officers were called out here around 7 p.m. They found a man who was shot. Paramedics rushed him to the hospital where he is in critical condition and he is undergoing surgery. Houston police say the man was outside a bus at the stop when the masked gunman approached him. According to HPD, the two men got into an argument and the shooter opened fire. The gunman ran away, hopping a fence at a nearby apartment complex, and he hasn't been seen since.
Our patrol officers and the Metro officers checked the area. They've been unable to locate the suspect at this time. Right now, our officers along with Metro Police are conducting a combined investigation to try to determine the circumstances of the shooting and identify the suspect.
Okay. Oh, wow. Mass shooting in L.A. Mass shooting in Prince George's County. Let me do the Prince George's County one, man.
Good afternoon. We're going to give you a brief overview of what occurred today.
Well, that's a crash.
That this is an active.
Oh, that was a crash. Okay, that's a crash in Prince George's County. Wow. Fucking great.
Developing this afternoon, a tragic twist in the case of the young woman stabbed to death on the light rail. We have now learned that she escaped war-ravaged Ukraine. I'm Evan Donovan. Good to have you with us. Police say that attack happened in South End on Friday night, a very busy time for people to be out and about. Channel 9's Joe Bruno joins us live from there now. Joe?
She fled war.
Stabbed on the train, man. Take the $5 challenge, man. Take the $5 challenge. Support the channel. If you haven't taken the $5 challenge in a while, take it tonight, man. Take it tonight. Tonight is the night. Yo, it's getting stabbed on the train, man. Stabbed on the train? Who stabs people on trains, man?
Torn Ukraine, only to be stabbed to death on Charlotte's light rail. That's according to friends. The man accused of stabbing her remains in the hospital, and as recent as last month, there were concerns about his mental capacity. CMPD has identified the victim as 23-year-old.
That was a, what they call them shit, mail order brides? Ukrainian mail order bride, man. She fine, man. She good to go, man. She was good to go, man. So it was a guy that killed a lover. It wasn't random. So yeah, it could have been a white guy. It could have been, if it wasn't random. It wasn't random. Bastard.
Irina Zarutska. They say she was.
Damn. She was nice, man. That dude couldn't take it, man. He's like, yo, bitch. Shout out to Mark Ishmael, man. Mark Ishmael in the building taking the $5 challenge, man. Salute to you, bro. We trying to get as many $5 challenges on the board, man. We trying to go up tonight, man. Don't worry about what nobody else donated. Just you donate. You support the channel. Yeah, man. Look at that, man. She fine, man.
Stabbed to death Friday night on the light rail, and we have photos of her. The crime scene was at the East-West Station in South End. CMPD is charging DeCarlos Brown with her.
Oh, man, a curveball, man. Just when I was giving you niggas the benefit of the doubt, man. I was giving you niggas the benefit of the doubt. Oh, shit, man. Why did I should have went with my intuition, man. I should have went with my intuition, man. Who stabs people on trains? Like, I let that Ukrainian refugee shit get. I should have just went with my intuition, man. Always bet on black. Damn. You killed this goddamn white angel. Look at that white angel, man. She looks so angelic, man. I want to see some pictures of the body, man. If she had a body, man, she was a 10. Press 1. If she got a body on her, she's a 10. She was fucking with. What was she doing with that goddamn fucking sun turd, man? Hey, okay. I'm telling you, if she got a banging body, she nice, man. If she got a banging body, if she like 5'8", 5'9" with a banging body, that's a 10, man. That's a 10 to you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers ain't in Hollywood. You motherfuckers ain't. Y'all better stop it acting like y'all just. Y'all ain't running. Y'all ain't living like that.
Nina Zarutska. They say she was stabbed to death Friday night on the light rail, and we have photos of her. The crime scene was at the East-West Station in South End. CMPD is charging DeCarlos Brown with her murder. Court records say he is homeless and he has a lengthy criminal history.
So it was random. Okay, this is a homeless guy. It was just random. So that's good. At least she wasn't dealing with this dude. At least he just walked up and stabbed her to death for no reason. That's the bright side. Shout out to her, man, for not being she got the cold toe, but she got the cold toe. She got on the wrong highway, man. And she had to pay the toll, but that toll wasn't for her, man. That cold toll wasn't for her. Damn, man.
They say she was stabbed to death Friday night on the light rail, and we have photos of her. The crime scene was at the East-West Station in South End. CMPD is charging DeCarlos Brown with her murder. Court records say he is homeless and he has a lengthy criminal history. Just last month, his public defender made a motion questioning his ability to proceed in his court case about misusing the 911 system. The judge ordered a forensic evaluation, but he was allowed to be out and about. The criminal charge stemmed from this past January when police say he called 911 and claimed someone gave him man-made material that controlled when he ate, talked, and walked. The magistrate allowed him to be released from jail without paying anything on a written promise to appear. And police have not said what led up to
Look at this nigga just hanging around. Like, this nigga just hanging around. White folk, yeah. Look at the white people gone. White people just gone the way they supposed to go. Nigga just hanging around, just a hanging. This nigga just he just a hanging. Wow. Jeez. Why do you get to just hang out at the... Why is that not loitering, nigga? Get your ass, go do something, nigga. Get your ass somewhere. Look, motherfucker, go do something. You ain't just fucking hanging out here on a fucking train.
Police have not said what led up to this stabbing. We will likely learn more in court, but the first appearance has not been set yet because he has not been formally charged. Reporting live in South End, Joe Bruno, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Jeez.
On WBTV.
Traumatized by a light rail ride, we're hearing from a Charlotte woman who witnessed the aftermath of last Friday's deadly stabbing.
Police now say that victim...
Yeah, you black fucking woke news anchor. If this was reversed, if this was a white dude that just stabbed a fucking goddamn black woman, we have to act like this is the worst thing that ever happened. But you get to come on here and act like it's just another story. Siobhan.
We're hearing from a Charlotte woman who witnessed the aftermath of last Friday's deadly stabbing.
Police now say that victim did not know her killer. Our Michael Warwick is live at the Blue Line station in South End where this happened. So, Michael, the woman you talked to is hoping to advocate for this victim.
It's affected her so much because she was only separated by a light rail car from this. And while she did not know the victim, she wants to see justice done fast.
I think all of us want to know why.
Takara Howard doesn't know the next time she'll be able to ride the light rail with her mind at ease.
I didn't know how bad the PTSD was until the next day I tried to get on the train.
Takara says she witnessed the aftermath of a deadly stabbing that took the life of a young woman who police identified as 23-year-old Irina Zarutska.
Like, it was so horrific. I've never in my life seen something so terrible.
Takara usually sat in the rear car where she says the attack happened, but Friday night, for no particular reason, she rode in a different one.
The only thing that kept going through my head is that could have been me, that could have been anyone, that it was not a direct target, it was anyone.
Takara's now...
Nah, he wanted to kill that beautiful white girl. He wanted to ruin something beautiful and white. Press 1. He wouldn't have killed you, sister. He wanted to kill something beautiful and white. He would have walked right past that woman. He'd have walked right past you, woman. He was looking to ruin something. But I can understand how she feels that way. I mean, she that's normal to feel that way. Like, I'm not knocking this. She seems like a nice lady. she actually has feelings. This sister has compassion. We have to like listen, man. If we're gonna, talk about when they don't have compassion, we do have to be. This sister has compassion. This sister wanted to come on the news. She wanted to advocate for that woman. She wanted to, say something about it. She wanted to put her face on it. So salute to this sister, man. Salute to this sister, man.
Takara is now advocating for the fellow passenger she never met. CMPD tells us Zarutska's attacker, DeCarlos Brown, didn't know his victim.
I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine the pain that they're feeling. The only thing that I wish and I hope for and I pray for is that they receive justice.
While the attacks damaged how Takara gets around, she does hope it strengthens security on behalf of light rail riders citywide.
You have to expect for the unexpected now because it's like we don't feel comfortable doing our normal routines.
Right now, we are working to determine if this attack will lead to any safety changes. We will also let you know when Brown is released from the hospital and taken to jail. Live in South End, Michael Warwick, WBTV, on your side.
I can only imagine what she witnessed.
Wow. Poor lady, man. Just sitting on the bus and some fucking ape just descends on you, just starts hacking you to death. We're looking for 10 people to share this on social media, man. We're looking for 10 people to share this on social media. Also, Arc Nation News is made possible by contributions from people like you, okay? We're able to come on here and rock out all night and not get a dime of red cent from YouTube because of contributions from people like you. Let's see. Let's see some more.
About citizens that are being harmed, and especially at such an egregious nature on a public transit system.
City leaders are calling for answers and solutions to crime on the Charlotte area transit system. It comes days after a young woman was stabbed to death on the Blue Line light rail in South End. Thanks for joining us on Queen City News at 10 tonight. I'm Brian Blakely. Investigators say 23-year-old Rena Zarutska was killed in Friday night's stabbing by someone she never met. The suspect in the attack, 34-year-old DeCarlos Brown, is facing a murder charge. He is being treated for injuries he got at the time of the incident. Brown has a lengthy criminal history, including a conviction for armed robbery and a past charge of assault. As Shakira Speaks reports tonight, Friday's incident and others have officials seeking a closer look at the safety in the city.
At any given moment in uptown Charlotte, you'll see walkers, runners, and bus riders. And some may wonder if they'll even get to their next destination safely. And now there are calls for an even safer environment after the stabbing death of a woman near this light rail stop. Some Charlotte City Council members are calling to restore confidence in the city quickly.
Look at this nigga just standing around with no shirt on, man. Let me see if I'm not blocking him. Okay, yeah. That nigga just standing around, man. So that's a bad wig.
Across West Boulevard at Camden Road.
Mally Witt got a dog to ease her concerns about safety in the area.
Don't walk alone at nighttime, but during the day it's fine. And to stay away from gas stations.
Witt says she'll
stay away from gas stations. God damn it. Shit.
Don't walk alone at nighttime, but during the day is fine. And to stay away from gas stations.
Witt says she'll especially keep Bodie around after several incidents, including the August 22nd stabbing death of a woman near this light rail stop on Camden Road. At Monday's meeting, Charlotte City Council member Edwin Peacock shared his concerns about what continued crime means for the potential light rail expansion.
The moment that the transit system starts to become something where it's not considered to be safe is the moment in which you begin to lose riders, you begin to lose the momentum that you want to keep.
While police say violent crime is down by 8%, Ryan Grimaldi.
Oh, fuck, 8%. Come on, man. That ain't shit, man. Violent crime is down by 8%. That literally ain't shit. And we know y'all cooking the books, man. We know y'all cooking the books, man. Let me hit the like. Let me drop the link, man. Let me drop the link, man. This is crazy, man. Charlotte.
Not considered to be safe is the moment in which you begin to lose riders, you begin to lose the momentum that you want to keep.
While police say violent crime is down by 8%, Ryan Grimaldi says perception and location matters.
I think recently, like, a lot of people's eyes have been open to things happening. So I think it's just getting more perception based on, the acts that are happening in the areas that they are happening.
Safety. White people are so fucking white people are so fucking. What's a good word to describe white people, man? Give me some words to describe white people, y'all. It's like they don't understand this is y'all country, man. Like, you don't have to act like that. He acting like a fucking lightning bolt gonna hit him in the head if he happened to offend a black person or a BIPOC. If a BIPOC person is slightly offended by anything he says about some nigger killing a beautiful white angel for no reason, he act like a lightning bolt just gonna strike him down instantly.
I think recently, like, a lot of people's eyes have been open to things happening. So I think it's just getting more perception based on, the acts that are happening in the areas that they are happening.
Safety is not negotiable. If riders do not feel safe, our entire transit system and our city's future are at risk, especially when we are talking about $25 billion that is going to be on our referendum this November.
Councilmember Dimple Ajmira says she wants everyone to feel safe everywhere in Charlotte, including along the light rail.
Yes, and that's why I'd asked the city manager to provide immediate steps that could mean that we need more security, or that we need additional security for both riders and operators, and there needs to be more security even at transit stops.
In South End, Shakir Speaks, Queen City News.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City.
Gee. Wow.
President Trump is threatening to send National Guard troops into other Democratic-led cities after ordering the Guard into Washington, D.C. One of his main targets is Baltimore. The president has repeatedly described the city as crime-ridden and today suggested the Guard could, quote, clean it up. Maryland's Democratic governor, Wes Moore, called the threats inappropriate, and he invited the president to visit Baltimore to see firsthand the progress the city and state leaders say they've made in driving down crime. The president pushed back during a cabinet meeting this afternoon.
Wes Moore was telling me I want to walk with the president. Well, I said, I want to walk with you too someday. But first you got to clean up your crime because I'm not walking in Baltimore right now. Baltimore is a hellhole.
For more, we're joined now by the mayor of Baltimore, Brandon.
Yeah. Yo, that dude is insane, man. Oh, shit.
Wes Moore was telling me I want to walk with the president. Well, I said, I want to walk with you too someday. But first you got to clean up your crime because I'm not walking in Baltimore right now. Baltimore is a hellhole.
For more, we're joined now by the mayor of Baltimore, Brandon Scott. Mr. Mayor, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
And I know you say you welcome support from federal law enforcement when it's coordinated, but what's your response to what you heard there from President Trump and his threat to send National Guard troops into Baltimore? How seriously are you taking that threat?
Well, we take it very seriously, but first and foremost, I just think that to have the president of the United States, the person who's supposed to be the leader of the free world, talking about their own cities that way, but two, more importantly, not acknowledging that the city of Baltimore is safer today than it has been in my lifetime because of the leadership of myself and others here from our police department, our state's attorney, our attorney general, our violence intervention workers who work hard each and every day. We're safer now than even in his first term. It's just very disrespectful and it's unfortunate, but we still welcome that support if done the right way, because we work with our federal law enforcement partners each and every day here in Baltimore. And have never been one for the political dog and pony show or the gotcha and the back and forth. That's never been my style. My style is to focus on what matters the most to me, and that's continuing this historic reduction and violence in Baltimore. Because as you and I are talking right now, we have the fewest amount of homicides through this date on record. And that's something that the president or anyone else can take away from us, but we're not celebrating. We're acknowledging that and saying that we can go further, and would hope that the president would work alongside us to do that, instead of trying to treat my city as a political theater or political pawns in some game, because that's not something that we appreciate.
Well, to your point, Baltimore has seen real progress. Homicides are down by more than 20% over last year. Non-fatal shootings down nearly 20%. But the city is still battling one of the highest violent crime rates in the country. What more needs to happen to sustain the gains that you're seeing?
Yeah, I think that we have to continue the strategy. And I think
gives us more free stuff, man.
I don't know, but I've been told crime rate's going down the hole.
Yeah, man. That's we've heard that like 1,000 times tonight.
Every story tonight.
Jeez, it's crazy. It seems like, you know how when they show those clips of the Democrats, whenever they get like a talking point, they all say this shit over and over again.
Yeah. Hive mind shit.
Yeah.
Yo, he looks like somebody who might be mugging somebody on a fucking subway, disheveled ass looking mayor.
I'm telling you. He ain't got no tie. Like, at least wear
that still
tie,
frame. That could be some dude shuffling from one fucking car to another. I mean, on the CTA, anytime anybody ever uses the emergency, like, exits between the trains, every time that fucking door opens, you know it's trouble. You don't even have to look.
Yeah. Comb your hair, get throw on a tie. Like, this motherfucker don't give a fuck, man.
I think that what your viewers have to understand is that when you're talking about Baltimore and its crime rate, right? You're talking about us having years of having 300 plus homicides. We broke that with an historic reduction in 2023. And then we had another record-breaking year in 2024. And we are now down 30% this year so far on that record reduction. Everyone understands that this is an issue that we need to tackle. It's actually the reason why I got into public service in the first place. I decided when I was 7 years old that I wanted to be the mayor of Baltimore because I saw someone be shot in my community and no one cared, right? We are talking to someone who also
didn't even treat
was
y'all
the
like
co-leader of
humans.
the 300 Men March, the largest anti-violence movement that the Baltimore city has ever seen, where me and 30 of my closest friends would walk around the toughest neighborhoods in the city, the ones that were experiencing that violence, every
blackest
Friday
neighborhoods.
night. No guns, no vests, none of that. This is an issue that's very personal to me in so many different ways. And what we need to see happen is continued investment. We need the president to restore cuts to federal grants for programming that is around community violence prevention. We need him to send more FBI, DEA, ATF agents to work alongside our police department on their predetermined already missions and cases, not taking them off of these cases to roam around DC or any other city or to do immigration, but allowing them to continue to go after gun traffickers, violent offenders, drug organizations. That's what we need to have happen to continue this, because you don't see me celebrating. We are safer than we've ever been in my lifetime, and that's still not enough for me.
It has been more than 2 weeks since President Trump deployed the National Guard in Washington, D.C. D.C., as you know, is unique in that it falls under federal authority, whereas Baltimore does not. But what lessons do you take from how it has played out so far?
Well, that one is a very real thing, and two, that we have to be making sure that we're communicating with our residents and other folks about that this is a possibility for us. We hope that the president hears that we would like to see public safety investment done the right way, but that also we have to be prepared for if this does come. And I think that that's the conversation that I'm having, that mayors around the country are having, and that we have to realize that even amidst all of this progress on reduction of violence in Baltimore and DC and Chicago, all these other cities, this is a real threat to our communities, and that we have to also not be fooled. Stay focused on our mission here, not allow these distraction tactics and this flooding the zone to distract us away from the things that matter here.
Right. Now you can go back to your day job of being a Michael Jackson impersonator on the train, dude.
Damn. Support PBS NewsHour. Wow. Let's see.
A Rochester City attorney filing a summons complaint charging a woman with disorderly conduct after she went viral last spring for allegedly using a racial slur against a child. Tonight in Olmsted County, several people are praising this move. Fox 9's Babs Santos went to Rochester to learn more about it. He joins us now.
Oh, that was last spring?
That was a year ago?
No way. That was this spring.
I thought so too, yeah.
No way that was a fucking year ago. No fucking way. And it wasn't the spring. No fucking way, man. August, July, June. That happened around the same time as stabbing. The kid got stabbed at the track meet. That last spring? No way. No way. No way that was last spring.
It happened in the spring of this year, which technically speaking would be the last spring, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Yeah.
With the details, Babs.
You said happy anniversary? I don't know. It ain't been a year. It ain't been a year.
Babs?
Well, Randy, part of the process here was the city attorney trying to get input from the victim's family to make sure that that family wanted to move forward with charges. However, there were 3 families actually claiming to be the family involved in all of this, so it took law enforcement.
Produce the 5-year-old.
Oh, shit. Them Somalis be scamming like shit. I'm surprised they told us that. I am shocked. Wow.
Well, they probably all share the same name and got the same summons, and now they're gonna
family to make sure that that family wanted to move forward with charges. However, there were 3 families actually claiming to be the family involved in all of this, so it took law enforcement some time to figure out which family it truly was. And after figuring that out today, the city attorney moved forward with these
Maybe
charges.
this was one of those kids that was
It's
raised
about
by
what
the
we can do
village.
within the letter of the law. And while
Maybe this kid was one of those kids that was raised by the village, so there is some sort of lineal connection.
The letter of the law, and while it's frustrating and there are different opinions,
Many people in Rochester have been waiting for this day since last April, waiting to learn if Shiloh Hendricks would be charged with a crime after allegedly using the N-word to rebuke a Somali boy with autism who reportedly took a pouch of applesauce from her diaper bag, an encounter at this Rochester playground that went viral on social media.
But yeah, I don't agree with it at all. I don't agree with using that kind of verbiage.
This week, charges came down. 3
Is it a verb,
misdemeanor
though?
counts of disorderly conduct with a maximum
I don't think the N-word is a verb. I think it's a nounage.
Yeah, it's definitely a noun.
sentence of 90 days in jail and a $1,000 fine. In charging documents, authorities say the 36-year-old was hostile and racist to the 8-year-old child, all because of a pouch of applesauce. The child's parents allegedly feared Hendricks would strike the boy, and Hendricks allegedly said he was about to hit him for taking her son's stuff.
I think it's justified that she's being charged. I think it's completely unjustified her reaction to the situation, especially being a child. Special needs or not, a child's a child.
Now, Mayor Kim Norton hopes her damaged community can begin to heal. Already, there have been protests, community conversations, and an NAACP town hall.
the conversations have been very difficult surrounding the First Amendment and First Amendment rights, but words do hurt people.
Oh, God.
And another.
Yeah, one
These
particular
suns,
group.
man. We didn't know that sun skin was so thin, you know?
Yeah, you did. It's when y'all say it though. It's y'all that make it thin. Sons don't really act like that. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're fucking hair trigger and shit, but a lot of this has to do with, we intuitively know that when a white person does it, we can make a big deal about it and get some shit from it. You know what I mean? Something could be done. We can get something for it, being a victim of a white person.
It's like getting
The
on a game
detail in all of this that some may remember, after that incident, Shiloh Hendricks had an online fundraiser raising money to relocate that brought in about $800,000. Today, the mayor of Rochester admitted that law enforcement.
Joyce, a Seattle police officer, says that this is one of the most brutal, unprovoked attacks he's ever seen. Today, I spoke with a victim who has a long recovery ahead of him.
I'm scared to go outside. Truly.
Michael Darrigal walks through Pine.
Jesus Christ. Wait, yo. Who did this to this white guy? Who did the brutal attack? One of the worst of them. Who did it, man? Can we get some people to take the $5 challenge can we get some people to take the $5 challenge, man? Salute to Douglas Chunks, man. Salute to Douglas Chunks. Can we get some people to take the $5 challenge in honor of Douglas Chunks? Once again, gifted everybody. And I'm gonna do a members only stream during the day. It may be tomorrow. It may just be tomorrow. Members only stream during the day. Because I've been talking about it for a while. You know what I mean? Rather than doing something on Patreon right now, I do a members only stream during the day.
Yeah, dude. Daytime streams, they're good ones.
Yeah. Man, we got the whole white contingency, man. What did you guys think about the white girl getting stabbed on the train in Charlotte? I may circle back to that. No, I'll circle back to that. I'll circle back to that. Shout out to Douglas Chunks, man. This who attacked this white guy, man? Got him scared to walk down the street of his own city, his own land. Like, this is literally like his land.
Look at him though.
Yo, he got his ass. They said it was the worst attack they'd ever seen. Like, he's fucked up, dude. he fucked up.
Joyce, a Seattle police officer, says that this is one of the most brutal, unprovoked attacks he's ever seen. Today, I spoke with a victim who has a long recovery ahead of him.
I'm scared to go outside. Truly.
Michael Darragol walked through Pioneer Square trying to jog his memory.
Honestly, I don't know.
He doesn't remember much.
It was such a crazy thing that I lost a lot of memory from the experience. I just remember being beaten ruthlessly.
3 weeks ago, 3 people attacked him as he was leaving the Mariners game. Around 11 p.m., after waiting for the crowd to thin out, he walked to the light rail alone. The next thing he knew, he was on the ground, getting beaten. He took
Did
his
he
wallet,
say he was walked
phone,
to the light
shoes,
rail
and
alone?
Mariners hat.
Huh?
Did it say he walked to the light rail alone at 11 p.m.?
Yeah.
Context clues.
Yeah, you got white people got to use the buddy system.
Not just on the light rail, but on the way to it, because the sun predators, they don't just stay on the platform.
You don't have to live like this, man. This is you really don't, man. You do not have to live like this. Okay? Wake up, man.
The next thing he knew, he was on the ground, getting beaten. He took his wallet, phone, shoes, and Mariners hat. One of the suspects is a 17-year-old girl.
If I remember anything.
Come on.
Definitely
making
white.
it too easy.
It's definitely a white crime, man. If it's 17-year-old white girls are kicking people,
stealing shoes.
Yeah, man. That's what 17-year-old white girls do. They just go around and attacking people, attacking men. Jesus,
fucking savage.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, man. He can't even fucking remember shit.
Rail alone. The next thing he knew, he was on the ground, getting beaten. He took his wallet, phone, shoes, and Mariners hat. One of the suspects is a 17-year-old girl.
If I remember anything at all, is that we're going to kill you if you don't give us your shoes or belongings or whatever.
After the initial attack, one of the suspects came back and, according to police, kicked Michael
you
once
saw that
more,
dude?
drawing his leg back as if he were kicking a football
back a
or
few
a
seconds.
soccer.
I think you could do it like 50 seconds, I think.
Mariners game. Around 11 p.m., after waiting for the crowd to thin out, he walked to the light rail alone. The next thing he knew, he was on the ground, getting beaten. He took his wallet, phone, shoes, and Mariners hat. One of the suspects is a 17-year-old girl.
If I remember anything at all, is that we're going to kill you if you don't give us your shoes or belongings or whatever.
After the initial attack, one of the suspects came.
God.
Yeah,
Dude wearing
man.
like a fucking carpet.
Yeah, hey, listen. That guy right there, he looks very similar to the guy in the Kansas City video from earlier, man. I was standing behind that white news lady, all close to her and shit. This is this is downtown. Yikes. Downtown of your city. Always got these fucking types.
Back, and according to police, kicked Michael once more, drawing his leg back.
So somebody came, so after they did the most brutal attack, whatever, they left, right? Think about this. Think about there's racial animus in this, man. If this was reversed, they would find a way to make it. Think about what happened. The cop said it was the most brutal attack they'd seen, right? A cop said that, right? So they leave.
After the initial attack, one of the suspects came back and, according to police, kicked Michael once more, drawing his leg back as if he were kicking a football or a soccer ball.
He did a Charlie
Michael
Brown
thinks
kick.
he was already unconscious. He now has severe bruising and broken ribs.
Hurts to stand, hurts to go into bed, hurts to eat and drink and sneeze.
Police arrested the suspects the night of the attack.
Barely maintained
2
my
adults are
beard.
facing first-degree robbery charges with deliberate cruelty. The teenager is facing a second-degree robbery charge.
Wow.
Robbery. They're only being charged with robbery. This guy can't even fucking remember the attack. His whole body's bruised up, and they're being charged with
But
robbery.
part of Robin is coming back like after the fact and fucking soul kicking him in the head.
Did they say the attack was caught on camera?
I don't know.
I didn't hear. Said the suspects the night of the attack. 2 adults are facing first.
Hurts to eat and drink and sneeze.
Police arrested the suspects the night of the attack. 2 adults are facing first-degree robbery charges with deliberate cruelty. The teenager is facing a second-degree robbery charge. Michael is a well-known swing dancer. It's a passion, he says, that's helped him build a strong community that's now showing up for him. An online fundraiser to help Michael has reached over $11,000.
Wow.
It's a great weight loss plan. Get stomped by a couple of sons, and then you can lose like 60 pounds.
What's most upsetting is, like, despite that picture we just saw, this fellow is unwilling to name the race of his attackers.
He might not be able to remember.
No, he knows. Get the fuck out of here. He knows. Get the fuck out of here, dude. He
Could have
knows.
been anyone.
So it's just like this guy's talking about how he's basically like unable to use his body, and he's like still scared and unwilling to be like, yeah, it was a 17-year-old black person.
He sounds like a San Franciscan.
This is Seattle, though. Same
I know. I'm
thing.
just saying it's the same mentality.
Yeah.
You know, they wouldn't put that on the
I
air,
cry
though.
every time I look at the money. If I didn't have that support, I'd be homeless right now.
Damn.
Michael says that he and his partner now plan to move out of Seattle. It's something that
Partner.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, there's been a monetary study recently that says most Americans are only one brutal beating by blacks away from having their checking account totally emptied. It's really crazy.
Yeah, man. One football kick to the head from being,
it's been on their mind for a while, but this was the final straw, Joyce.
And then those 3 suspects, what's the status? Are they still in custody tonight?
Yeah, the 2 adults are still in jail. And as for the minor, that 17-year-old, they are at home being electronically monitored, Joyce.
Oh, good.
Pioneer School.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta laugh because otherwise it's kind of tragic.
Jeez. Man, we talking about fucking just savage.
Did you cover that road rage shooting of the pregnant girl in Louisiana yesterday?
Road rage.
I think it was Ponchatoula.
Oh yeah.
Did you see the update on that one?
No.
Check that out. Let me see if I can find a link for it.
Ponchatoula. Yeah, we saw that the other day.
Well, a man tonight is facing charges after a road rage incident ends with punches being thrown. Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Johnson with more.
This aggression was all the result of an angry driver punching a 70-year-old man who was on a bike in Belmar.
There's so much road rage and all kind of rage in this world, you know.
It happened Friday on D Street between 12th and 13th Avenues. The incident stemmed from an encounter the driver and bicyclist had a few blocks away. It escalated from there and ended with the 70-year-old man punched in the face a few feet away from his wife who was watching.
I think it's disgusting. There's no reason for doing that. I don't understand why you did it.
I put the link to it in the back chat.
Really isn't.
Huh?
I said I put the link to it in the back chat. This is something else.
No reason for doing that. I don't understand why you did it. There's no reason. Really isn't. I hope he gets punished too.
Those who enjoy riding and one of the Jersey
I'm
Shore's
guessing the assailant
most
was white.
popular beach destinations are stunned by the
Dago.
violence.
It's not right, but hopefully we won't see any of that, any more of that here.
Police later arrested the suspect at his home a few blocks away from the violent encounter. Anthony Alvear has been charged with aggravated assault.
Anthony Alvear.
She said she hopes
Anthony
he gets all the
Alvear has
punishment, so you know that it's not a Sunday.
From the violent encounter. Anthony Alvear has been charged with aggravated assault and a noise violation. The victim was hospitalized but expected to recover.
It's just crazy that I hope they called the police. Well, the police knew about it, I assume, right? And hope the guy spent some time in jail. It's crazy.
In Belmar, New Jersey, Anthony Johnson.
New at 6, Noonan police say a road rage incident turned into a street brawl when two separate families got out of their cars and started fighting.
As Fox 5's Doug Evans reports, now 7 people went to jail, including 2 bystanders.
Who do we think this is?
Police say it all the time when it comes to road rage. You just got to let this
Hatfields and
stuff go.
McCoys.
A dad riding a motorcycle decided to have words with another driver who he thought cut him off. His wife and daughter, who were following right behind in another car. Well, when it was over, he'd get punched, the daughter would get thrown to the ground, and the whole family would end up going to jail. Police say it happened at the intersection of Greason Trail and Bullsboro Drive in Noonan. Here's some body camera video of the arrest made that night. From the road rage incident, Noonan police say 5 people were involved in a street fight when they got there. It's so complicated. Here's a diagram. Police say Robert Edwards was riding his motorcycle down Greason Trail.
Yeah, man.
Rider on Sun.
Yeah. Oh, who started it? Let's see who started it. You know, Gliders always starting shit with Sons, you know, seeking us out.
Nobody was shot in this. Neither party.
I was always fucking with Sons for no reason.
Diagram. Police say Robert Edwards was riding his motorcycle down Greason Trail, and at a red light, they say he got off his bike and approached Morris Bridges, who he claimed cut him off. They say Bridges got out of his car and in the exchange slapped Edwards. Edwards' wife, Jacqueline, and his daughter, Haley.
Never slap a black man, right? Didn't we learn that in Cincinnati? Never slap a black man.
I mean, if you're close enough to be in slapping distance, you've pretty much already lost the battle. So,
but you can slap a white man. That you can do.
Cut him off. They say Bridges got out of his car and in the exchange slapped Edwards. Edwards' wife, Jacqueline, and his daughter, Haley, they were following behind in the car and they came to Pop's aid. Seeing that, they say Natel Cousin, who was with Bridges, got out of their car, started fighting everybody. At some point, they say Morris Bridges threw 17-year-old Haley into the street. She had some injuries. Like I said, it was one of those things where everybody goes to jail. The charge was a fray. It's a misdemeanor. And it's not over with there. No, let me introduce you to Dariuna Andrews and her mother, Nidra. They apparently had been eating at Arby's.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
2 bystander sisters. Oh, shit.
Dariuna and Nidra. My Lord.
Yikes.
There. No, let me introduce you to Dariuna Andrews and her mother, Nidra. They apparently had been eating at Arby's there at that same intersection.
Right,
they got into it with police, apparently cursing at them so loudly that workers and diners at Arby's stopped what they were doing. They said even Mom was dropping the F-bomb at officers. Well, Police say when they went to have a word with them, mom and daughter jumped in a car and tried to speed away, almost running over an officer. Here's what happened next. So 7 people were arrested, 6 were charged with misdemeanors, all but bystander Dariuna Andrews.
I was about to say.
I'm trying to figure out how that was connected. Did they? Oh, the police were there for the road rage.
Right, and then a proximal chimp out happened,
exactly.
a residual chimp out.
Yeah.
Not over with there. No, let me introduce you to Dariuna Andrews and her mother, Nidra. They apparently had been eating at Arby's right there at that same intersection. They got into it with police, apparently cursing at them so loudly that workers and diners at Arby's stopped what they were doing. They said even mom was dropping the F-bomb at officers. Well, police say when they went to have a word with them, mom and daughter jumped in a car and tried to speed away, almost running over an officer. Here's what happened next. So 7 people were arrested, 6 were charged with misdemeanors, all but bystander Dariuna Andrews, who got charged with a felony, willful obstruction of law enforcement. In Noonan, Doug Evans, Fox 5 News.
22-year-old is facing charge.
Jesus. Yikes. Oh, man. There's a lot going on, man.
Teen burglary suspect.
Garland's police say a 16-year-old gang member shot a man who confronted him after a car break-in. Happened last night in a Garland neighborhood. Another neighbor.
Holy shit. Jesus Christ.
Teen confirmed.
Damn.
He shot his neighbor. He was trying to rob his neighbor.
Right. Like,
I heard you got robbed.
Like shitting where he eat, man. Like just straight shitting where he sleeps.
Even animals know better.
Yeah, it's like unbelievable, man.
Happened last night in a Garland neighborhood. Another neighbor recorded video of the arrest. That shooting victim is in critical condition tonight. Fox 4's David Santendri joins us with more. David.
Yeah, that 16-year-old was identified as someone who was trying to break into cars and had been doing so throughout the past couple of weeks in a Garland neighborhood when one neighbor who says he recently had his car broken into and identified this person as the suspect, he tried to confront him, and then that suspect shot him. Cell phone video shows several Garland police officers, guns drawn, working to arrest a teenager suspected of shooting an innocent man after burglarizing vehicles Monday evening.
I saw a drone and a helicopter and a lot of police cars marked and unmarked, and I was wondering what's going on.
Tariq Abu Saad recorded video capturing moments police handcuffed the 16-year-old suspect who was hiding out.
This is very, very unusual for this particular neighborhood.
In this neighborhood, off Dalewood Trail,
What's up?
I said he's passing. He had me fooled at first. I thought he was a glider before the Tariq name came up.
I think he's a
Garland's police
pretty good admixture.
He's a what?
The 16-year-old
He's got a pretty good admixture.
Who?
Tariq Abu Saad, he's got some glider in him for sure. He's not a straight
was
sandman.
inside someone's garage and vehicle Monday evening. A neighbor confronted the teen, recognizing him
like a
as someone
retarded
who
glider.
burglarized his vehicle 2 weeks earlier. The teen ran away after the neighbor spotted him Monday, but returned to see that neighbor speaking with the owner of the vehicle the suspect had just been in.
Oh, I got you. Dude was snitching.
2 weeks earlier, the teen ran away, confronted the teen, recognizing the suspect was inside someone's garage and vehicle Monday evening. A neighbor confronted the teen, recognizing him as someone who burglarized his vehicle 2 weeks earlier. The teen ran away after the neighbor spotted him Monday, but returned to see that neighbor speaking with the owner of the vehicle the suspect had just been in. That's when police say the neighbor tried to detain the suspect for police, but during the struggle, the suspect shot the neighbor.
This innocent guy who was trying to do a really good neighborly thing ultimately got hurt. And we are really hopeful that he is able to pull through this.
I don't know what is happening. They got him.
After Garland's police found the suspect hiding in a home a couple blocks away, police realized they had arrest warrants for the suspect waiting to be finalized, connections to at least 15 recent alleged crimes.
He was a certified gang member.
Police say he's a member of the Hamilton Park Posse.
Man, I don't know what his ultimate game plan in life is, but this isn't it. I mean, he's going down a path of no return.
Someone at the home where the suspect was found told Fox 4 the suspect does not live here, but is friends with someone who does. For people living in the neighborhood,
people walk their dogs. We all know each other. We wave. There's a helicopter.
Monday's scene, uncharacteristic and unsettling.
We love where we live, and we don't want any mishaps like this.
The gun believed to be used in that shooting was recovered on that 16-year-old, according to Garland PD. That teenager is being held right now at the Dallas County Juvenile Detention Center. Now, as for the victim, the person who was shot, we don't have a medical update on him at this point in time. We were just told that he is critical. Police say he is a 36-year-old man and, by all accounts, just a good guy. Heather, Steve, back to y'all.
David Sintendry, thank you.
Wow.
Garland police say
you said, let me do this video, this road rage. Salute to everybody out there, man. Take the $5 challenge, support the channel. We got 255 YouTube and Twitter combined. Decent showing tonight, man. Better than most nights, man. Support the channel, support the good work we're doing here. Be a cheerful member of our nation. Salute to all you guys. Let's see.
Hey, Ak,
yeah, what's that?
What's the best way to donate to the nation? Is Patreon, or what's the best way where you get the most cut of it?
Yeah, joining the Patreon is probably one of the best ways, because you get all of that on Patreon or Cash App or YouTube. But the Super Chat allows you to put your message up there that you want to add to this conversation of the show. So it's all good. You know what I'm saying? All of the ways are good. They're just different. You know what I mean?
Sure.
They're just different ways. You know, there's multiple ways. You can buy a T-shirt from the merch store. You got plenty of. You can buy a mug, a coffee mug from the merch store. Sunman Glider coffee cup mug. We've got all types of products in the Ock Nation merch store. All types of Ock Nation official Ock Nation branded products on the Ock Nation merch store. Well, yeah. Let's see this one. This is the pregnant team right here. All right, here we go.
A pregnant 17-year-old has.
Where is this? New Orleans? This is New Orleans.
A pregnant 17-year-old has died after a road rage shooting. Caitlin Strait was taken off of life support earlier today. She was 2 months away from beginning her life as a mother when she was shot while in the car with her boyfriend. The Tangipahoa Sheriff's Office says Strait's boyfriend and other driver were tailgating and brake checking each other when the other driver, 54-year-old Barry West, allegedly began shooting. Tonight, his charges were upgraded to second-degree murder.
Get these motherfucking snakes off my plane.
Who did he shoot? He shot a white girl?
It looks like a burrito might be with her. If you back it up, yeah, it looks something's going on there.
Holy smoke.
Taken off of life support earlier today. She was 2 months away from beginning her life.
Holy smokes. That fucking
Expecting your girl.
Yo, yeah, she like the girl from earlier. Like another blonde white girl, man, getting smoked by some sun, man. God damn. I mean, not smoked, but killed.
From beginning her life as a mother when she was shot while in the car with her boyfriend. The Tangipahoa Sheriff's Office says Straight's boyfriend and other driver were tailgating and brake checking each other when the other driver, 54-year-old Barry West, allegedly began shooting. Tonight,
Why
his
would you
charges were
be doing
upgraded.
all that with your pregnant girl in the car?
Yeah, they're kids. They're stupid.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
17 years old and she's pregnant. She's not making good decisions.
Yeah, and he's 55. And he's engaging in that with them. But he kind of capped out when he was 14. His development probably like flatlined at 14.
To second-degree murder. Straight's baby was delivered during an emergency C-section, and this.
You whites are getting it. Look at this white. She's white.
Saturday, her family is accepting donations. That's from 10 to noon.
Yeah, she's all right. She's a nice, cute
At
little
the First
young
United
white
Methodist
girl,
Church in Ponchatoula.
Nice, cute little young white girl, man.
All for naught.
She did get the cold toe. She didn't get the cold toe. She got the I don't know what they called, the bean toe.
The chorizo?
Yeah, man. She got the toala, whatever the fuck.
The taquito?
This one right here, though. This one right here is this one right here.
On WBTV.
Traumatized by a light rail ride, we're hearing from a Charlotte woman who witnessed the aftermath of
You
last
got the wrong
Friday's
one.
deadly stabbing.
Police now say that victim did not know her
What?
killer. Michael
Yeah.
Warwick is live at the Blue Line station in South End where this happened. So, Michael, the woman you talked to is hoping to advocate for this
This is
victim.
the sister that saw it.
It's affected her so much because she was only separated by a light.
Yeah, this is yeah, this God damn, man. Jesus, man. Fuck.
You're watching Eyewitness News at 6.
9 investigates safety on the Charlotte light rail. Sources telling us
Columbo's
that
next
security
case.
was not on board when someone stabbed and killed this young woman. I'm Erica Bryant.
I'm Scott Wickersham. Today, police confirmed it was a random attack. The suspect and victim did not know each other. Officers are familiar with the suspect, though. Our Joe Bruno has been in contact with Katz and police and the mayor today and joins us live. Joe?
CMPD encountered this suspect at least 3 times in 2024. I'm told he was referred for mental health services all 3 times, but it's unclear if he received any help. No law enforcement officers were on board when this random and sudden attack happened that took the life of a Ukrainian refugee seeking a new beginning in Charlotte. Tonight, there's worldwide outrage at the stabbing death of 23-year-old Irina Zarutska. Police say
Worldwide?
DeCarlos Brown stabbed her in a random attack on Charlotte's light rail Friday night. I've confirmed through sources no security guards or law enforcement were on board during the attack. That's not surprising to frequent light rail passengers.
It's dangerous. It's very problematic.
Katz contracts with a private firm called Professional Security Services to serve as officers at the transit center on the light rail. These officers are in charge of doing regular patrols, fare enforcement, and in general security. Council member Renee Johnson says the city needs to hear from the firm to find out what they are doing.
We do need our citizens to feel safe and to be safe on the trains.
The suspect has yet to
Hear,
face
hear.
a judge on the murder charge. CMPD says they will formally charge him when he is released from the hospital. As I reported yesterday, he has a lengthy criminal history, and today I learned CMPD has dealt with him a lot. Charlotte City Council members have been told that CMPD officers have had prior encounters with the suspect involving both criminal activity and instances where he appeared to be experiencing a mental health crisis. In 2024, the suspect had 3 interactions with CMPD's Community Policing Crisis Response Team, where he was referred to available resources. I asked why he was never arrested and if he accepted any of those resources. I have not heard back.
Damn. Poor white lady,
The system let him down.
telling you, man.
He fell through the cracks. Tell you, man, if that blonde girl could play basketball, she'd be your dream. She's captivated you.
You know what? It's just sad, man. You know, you're sitting on the train 1 second, next second, like she wouldn't have had a chance. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest, man. Like, she wouldn't have had a chance. Like, in hell of escaping that attack.
Where was that? Was
On
that
the
New York
train.
City?
Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because when I visited New York City, like even I'm shook. Like in the subways, I'm like, all right, I need to go near other whites.
That doesn't help you though. Whites don't stick up for each other.
True, but okay, but still going near other whites is still going away from other sons. So like that's the goal.
Maybe they'll victimize the other whites instead of you, you know. That's all you can hope for.
That's true, like the herd. Yeah, like
Maybe.
those herd animals, yeah.
Main thing is just being not near them.
Yeah.
The family of a man shot several times at a Seattle park wants to know why police arrested the suspect, only to release him several hours later. The shooting happened while the victim was hosting his pregnant wife's baby shower at Golden Gardens Park. KEMO's Joel Marino met with family members and is live at Harborview Medical Center, where the victim is recovering. Joel?
Yeah, Mary, this 35-year-old victim was shot 4 times at close range, including one round that shattered his jaw. Now, he is expected to recover, but his family wants to know why the man who they say did this was set free. Golden Gardens Park in Seattle is a big draw.
Have they not been paying attention to the news?
A flashpoint of violence when a man approached a pregnant woman celebrating a baby shower.
That's what's
the woman's
supposed to
daughter,
happen.
who
He's
we are
supposed to
not
go free.
identifying, says
They're surprised?
but became a flashpoint of violence when a man approached a pregnant woman celebrating a baby shower. The woman's daughter, who we are not identifying, says a stranger touched her mom inappropriately.
He make her fingers like a gun, and he's just passing from my mom's belly like this. He like kind of touched my mom's belly.
Burritos.
With him hands.
The girl says first her uncle, then her father, confronted the man, but the suspect drew a gun and shot her dad several times, who then fell to the ground.
And then my dad went to the floor, and then he shot my dad on the floor on his back.
The suspect drove off, but police say he then called 911 and waited for officers to arrest him a short distance away. After hours of questioning, detectives let that shooting suspect walk free.
Oh, he told him it was self-defense, bro.
But the irony is, the person got arrested, and he got released within a few hours because he claimed that it was self-defense.
Riz Samad says the gunman started this confrontation, but the case may have been complicated because many of the victims' family members don't speak English and refuse to talk to investigators.
Every single Spanish person is paranoid from the law forces.
Samad says he is now working with those family members to speak out about what they saw so police can get the facts straight and can hold the suspect accountable.
How are you gonna let somebody that shoot 4 times, an innocent person, you're gonna let him go when he's being like a criminal?
The Seattle police say this is not a case of self-defense and told me today that this remains an open and active criminal investigation. Reporting
No
live,
picture of
Joel
the
Marino,
suspect.
KEMO News.
What do you think? Who do you think the suspect is?
Now at 6 in a Project Seattle exclusive, a Seattle hotel owner.
Somebody that shoots somebody. And
No, we think it's an umbrito. We think it's a son.
Yeah, I'm doing what I'm saying. It's like somebody that would shoot somebody, would come up on somebody who at a baby shower, would just invade their space, and you know what I mean, and touch the pregnant woman in a lewd manner in front of the men of her family, and then immediately draw a gun and shoot somebody down. That's got to be a son, man. Like the boldness of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought maybe a really drunk umbrito, but probably you're right. There's a lot of factors in that equation that point to son.
Yeah, it's the bold. I've already been wrong once, so I'm not gonna let that happen again, man. As far as being, always bet on black. Always. Always bet on black.
New guy, you okay, man?
Yeah, I'm just multitasking. I kind of have you guys in the background here doing other shit. But if they don't show the name, or rather, if they don't show the picture of the guy, I
Sure.
just assume it's a black guy.
Sure.
Wow. Let's see this one. I think this is it right here.
Well, back in May, a victim was shot in the chest in Pioneer Square. And that shooting came just days after a weekend of violence, including a different shooting that killed 3 people outside a nightclub. Fox 13's Shira Matsuzawa talked with the man who was shot about what led up to it and the moments afterwards and how his life has been changed.
When I wake up in the morning, I'm sore. And I have to take a whole lot of aspirin.
A daily reminder of a moment that landed Marshall Ellison in a hospital 3 months ago. On May 20th, Marshall was at a bar when he says a man who appeared intoxicated walked in. Marshall helped the staff escort that man out, but later, as he was leaving,
Dude showed up out of nowhere.
and pulled out a gun.
Before he can pull the trigger, I'm reaching for the gun and he shot. And I honestly had the gun and I looked at myself and I thought I was fine.
But he wasn't. He was shot in the chest.
I'm thinking about my son. I'm like, no. I'm like, no.
It's 20 years younger.
But I was like, it can't be too crazy because I'm still halfway breathing and I'm still awake.
Seattle police say firefighters were already nearby treating a person for pepper spray exposure when they saw the shooting and rushed over. Marshall spent 2 weeks in the hospital and then another 2 weeks on bed rest.
If I could talk to that dude and be like, man, where are you losing hope at in your life where you can make that decision? But the thing is, he wasn't even there. I doubt he even remembers my face.
The entire ordeal only strengthening Marshall's outlook on life and his focus on what's important, his 4-year-old son.
Honestly, it's about little Marshall and making sure I'm there for him, because that's really the only thing I could think of. I was like, what if I'm not there for him?
Shira Matsuzawa, Fox 13 News.
Miraculous. Getting shot.
Prosecutors have charged Dimitri.
It's 15 years younger and gay just by getting shot.
Prosecutors have charged you.
Fox 13 News.
Prosecutors have charged Demetrius Green with assault in the 2nd degree. At the time he was...
Demetrius
Green.
Wow.
I was under the impression that like in the Northwest states, like Portland, Seattle, was like the least sunny.
Yeah, it is. It is though.
It is though. Okay.
They just do. Did you see Portland? You saw the Portland in 1985. You saw that.
Yeah, that's true. But if I ever moved to the States, I would probably move to that area, right? But fuck, it's like no matter where you go, it's like the critical mass is such a low amount that it doesn't matter, it seems.
Exactly. That's really what it is. The critical mass is literally 7-8%. Like once you get there, it's literally like you're gonna have a different experience.
Yeah, it seems that's the pattern. Like the gliders can hold a city, right? Until that like 3, 4, 5% creeps in, and then they have to fucking flee to the suburbs forevermore, basically.
Yeah, I mean, because first thing they do is abandon the public schools, and once they abandon the public schools, I mean, everything else falls after that.
Yeah, it just becomes like a zoo for the sons, basically.
Yeah. So it's like gliders, you gotta Yeah, then you get accused of white flight.
Yeah. No, I mean, come on, like you just can't have like your blonde-haired, blue-eyed, fucking 6-year-old daughter getting like molested and targeted by these sons like at school. You can't live that way, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna do a video on segregation. There's this book that came out recently on segregation, and I'm gonna do a live stream on that, man. It's a fascinating book that came out with this woke woman interviewed a bunch of boomers about their experiences, and boomers like inadvertently told the truth. You know what I mean? About the experiences during growing up in Jim Crow and shit like that.
I mean, isn't it always like that though? Whenever these like liberal folks make a documentary or try to, get to the unbiased truth of things, like it comes out without really saying it.
Yeah.
Like body cams.
Yeah,
yeah. Those police body cams are like the biggest like Uno reverse card in like the last year or two.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, there's no way Sons did not act like this. There's no way Sons didn't act like this back in the day. There's no way. There's no way. No way. Sons acted like this in the 50s, in the 40s.
Look at that guy. That young Englishman there.
Young
Englishman. And then the female cop holding him to task. What a fucking disaster.
Jeez. Yeah, man. Oh man. Wow. A lot of shootings, man. A lot of shooting. A lot.
Toddler thrown from balcony.
I don't even want to do all these shootings because a lot of these shootings are just like.
There was a toddler thrown from a balcony that you just walked right past.
Where?
one more. There it is, right there. A nice suburban balcony, maybe.
A Milwaukee man once accused of throwing a toddler off a second-story balcony learns his fate in court.
Fox 6's Bria Jones is in the studio with us with shocking twists and turns
Yeah.
that played out in the courtroom. Tell us more, Bria.
A very eventful day in the court. The state dismissed the child abuse charge against Jaman Island. His attorney argued the accusations against him ruined his reputation and were not credible.
The state is dismissing count 1 of child abuse due to evidentiary limitations.
Jaman Island pleading guilty to lesser charges Tuesday.
As to count 1, misdemeanor battery, how do you plead today?
Guilty. Back in March, Island was accused of throwing his 1-year-old step-granddaughter from the second-story balcony of a home near 41st in Hampton. It allegedly happened during an intense argument between Island and the child's mother.
Both
Yeah, I
adults
believe that.
demonstrated poor judgment by allowing an already volatile situation to escalate.
However, the child abuse could not be proven.
While SW alleged that the defendant intentionally threw the baby off the porch, multiple other witnesses, including her own family members, present a contradiction to her account.
The state says the child's mother was also recently charged with a crime which impacted the case. The defense says the lack of evidence only proves Island's innocence.
Where does a 32-year-old man go to get his reputation back? The whole first page of Google for Mr. Island is about how he dropped or threw a baby off the balcony. That simply did not happen.
His attorney arguing a better investigation would have kept his client out of jail for an already served 159 days.
There's problems with the investigation, with relations between the investigator and the victim. If there was a family relation.
Now we've reached out.
What's up, little man? What's going on?
Yo, bro, I wanted to ask, did you see that story about this fucking Sun team, SAing a old lady in Louisville.
Louisville, what? Louisville, Pennsylvania?
Nah, like Kentucky or some shit. I don't know where. There ain't no Louisville, PA. It's like
How
Louisville.
was it?
Huh?
Well, what Louisville? Like Louisville? You mean Louisville?
Yeah, Louisville. I don't know how to pronounce that shit.
Louisville. Okay,
Hey,
let me see.
Yo, so I seen that shit, and I'm just thinking about the lynching videos that you do the history on, and I'm like, yo, this is Emmett Till. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, I don't know if Emmett Till really did what they say he did or whatever, but granted, if they was to lynch that kid, the sons would get behind him like he's the new Emmett Till, but really he's like a sexual deviant. I seen it like, I don't know if they did the story on it yet. It was like an Instagram thing, dog. Like it was like on Instagram, like the neighborhood talk or whatever.
A grandmother is speaking out tonight after she was assaulted on her front porch. Alexis Matthews shows us the bizarre situation captured on home surveillance. We'll warn you, the video may be disturbing to some viewers.
I hate to see these young people out here doing crimes. It's sad.
Young people.
But I really hope he's caught.
Jan Fletcher's typical front porch cleanup turned into her being assaulted by a young man on a bike, and it was all caught on video.
Somebody in there, I don't know. Somebody in there? Yeah, why?
After asking if the 78-year-old is alone at her South Louisville home, the situation grows more disturbing. He gets handsy, acting like he's wiping something off of her backside, but then gropes her.
Yo, man.
This looks like a video on Pornhub.
God damn.
Yo, whoever
even our
said
fucking
that,
grandmas aren't safe.
Whoever said that is sick. Whoever said this looked like a video on P-Hub, you're sick. They need to lynch him, and this is why white dudes are weak. Her grandsons need to find him, drag him from the back of a pickup truck, and string him up. String him up on the tree, man. This is disgusting. If that was my grandma, I would shoot this kid till he caught on fire.
Yo, this right here is. I wasn't expecting this. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I wasn't expecting. I was expecting him like punch her and beat her up or some shit like that. Like that's normal.
Like a hit and run.
Yeah, we see that a lot. Yo, we see sons beat up old people. We see that a lot, right?
Times are hard for son men. Look what this poor man has to do.
Bro, you said you thought it was you. It's.
I thought you were gonna get up on a
punching a old person is normal.
I mean that we see it a lot. Like you know what I'm saying? We see it a lot.
Yo, I seen this. You know, I had to let every this is literally the lynching videos that you see. That you did. This is the literal.
Yeah.
This is how lynchings happen, and they try to say, "Oh, they was falsely accused." Imagine if this lady would have said he did that with no camera.
Oh,
Nobody would
believe that. No. Every son man in the lynching days was innocent. All of them, all whatever 3,000 of them that got lynched all of them were innocent. If you let black people tell it.
That would give explanation to why they were lynched by their own kind. They were actually innocent.
It's just insane, man. This is oh my God.
You know what's the saddest thing? Like what you doing right now, if they don't scrub it from the internet, like you're doing like all your shows are like a time capsule, bro. And it's sad you're not gonna get the nationwide recognition that you deserve.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like what you're doing. The show is so ahead of its time, bro. Like it's so ahead of its time. Like soon as I seen this, I went back to those videos, and my ex used to hate when I used to watch your videos, bro. Like call me coon, Uncle Tom, and all that. But like this is stone cold evidence to give validation to all that stuff, man. This is
salute. Yeah, this is definitely what we know sons were doing back in the old days when there were no cameras around. When not even there were no cameras around, when literally like there was no Ring doorbell, there was no cell phone, there was no traffic light cameras. There was no flock cameras.
They didn't need any of that. All they needed was the word of a white woman saying it happened, and that was as good as any Ring camera footage.
Yeah, and we know sons were doing this type of stuff. This is in bold. He didn't even check for a Ring camera. Like that would have been the first thing I would have done if I was this son, man.
He doesn't know if her son isn't right on the other side of that door.
Well, he came up and asked was there anybody in the house, and she said
did he?
no.
Yeah, he interrogated her.
And he has a gun on his waist, so it's
He definitely has a gun in front of like on his waist.
This is the thing about like constitutional carry, right? Constitutional carry wasn't meant for sons. Like he's just walking around with a fucking gun in his waistband, not a holster, but just in his waistband, and the cops can't stop him. This constitutional carry, and he has probably an IQ of probably what in the 50s.
There's your Uno reverse card, man.
About his lack of impulse control. How little he can control himself, and he's carrying a gun openly.
This John, yo, like this John piss me off, bro.
Yeah.
Like I and then it's so crazy. Like niggas is so dumb. Like how they portray themselves on the internet and music videos. Like the whole Birth of a Nation, like the first movie, the whole KKK propaganda. I guess they said that's like the original Birth of a Nation, like showed niggas like in a bad light. Niggas don't even know that they're doing that shit to themselves. Like if I was like a white nationalist, a white supremacist, I'll just take all these news clips and music videos and like, yo, look how these people portray themselves, and just like take bitches Instagram Jones like niggas don't even know. Like, bro, you painting a picture. These mother like this is ridiculous, man. It's out of control. There's no solution.
Yeah, none. Let me see if I can get through this fucking video, man. Let me see if I can get through this fucking video.
Mother is speaking out tonight after she was assaulted on her front porch. Alexis Matthews shows us the bizarre situation captured on home surveillance. We'll warn you, the video may be disturbing to some viewers.
Maybe. Might be disturbing.
I hate to see these young people out here doing crimes. It's sad. But I really hope he's caught.
Jan Fletcher's typical front porch cleanup turned into her being assaulted by a young man on a bike, and it was all caught on video.
Somebody in there, I don't mean it. Somebody in there? Yeah, what?
After asking if the 78-year-old is alone at her South Louisville home, the situation grows more disturbing. He gets handsy, acting like he's wiping something off of her backside, but then gropes her repeatedly until an uncomfortable Fletcher stops him.
I was so mad that it happened. And I was thinking, what could I have done different? But I don't know what I could have done different.
Loved ones tell Fletcher not to blame herself. Still, her granddaughter, Jessica, is sickened that someone violated the matriarch of her family.
I mean, for anybody, but for an older woman, she didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve that. So whatever the reason is behind it, it's unacceptable.
Fletcher's family.
Like every white nigga in this chat, you niggas is pussy, bro. I swear to God, you niggas are the weakest race on earth. You niggas wasn't about shit. It was your ancestors, bro. You niggas don't got no testosterone. You niggas should be fucking irate at this.
Germs and steel, dog. It was germs and steel, man.
Yo, bro, this was this is the craziest, bro. This is the craziest shit I seen in months, bro. Like this, and like, bro, this is disgusting. This is disgusting, man.
I read that book, Germs and Steel. Not the whole book, but I read a lot of it, Germs and Steel. You familiar with that book, guys?
Yeah.
No, I ain't never heard
it. Okay. It basically talks about like that's what the white man used to conquer the world. You know what I'm saying? Like we can see now that it wasn't him. His intestinal fortitude. It wasn't Now they do have higher IQs and they can work
Yeah,
together.
they built boats that were able to traverse the oceans and bring people
no
and
doubt.
food and
No, but
provisions.
but what I'm saying is that like you could have built those boats and got somewhere and got your ass kicked if it wasn't for germs and steel. That's what we said. That's what you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
you saying germs like they made people sick
well,
and then they
yeah,
had
well, no,
germs.
they did. They decimated the population in the new world, and then they just had advanced technology. But like, I always was a DNA guy. Like, yo, they just got superior DNA, and they have the ability to work together. They have the ability to written language and plan and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm starting to realize is, yeah, they could have built the boat and went somewhere and got the shit kicked out of them. They could have came up with a bunch of plans and wrote a bunch of shit and got the fucking shit kicked out of them if it wasn't for germs and steel. Because yeah, like you think these guys are bitches from watching this video. I saw a video of fucking going on in London, in Switzerland now, and in
Afghans
France.
and Pakis and Indians. Yeah.
Like, yo, white dudes are like not even just pussy, they're punani all across the world right now. And they have a low birth rate. So it's like they're not having babies. And meanwhile, I don't know, simultaneously, while like literally every country in Europe, the rapes have gone through the roof. I saw a statistic in one country, I forgot what it was. They had like 8,000 rapes in 2000, and then now they had like 68,000 rapes the last year.
Yeah, well, when you civilize and organize a society and you start decreasing your testosterone, the raping is the first thing to go. But now that we're importing rapists from the third world into Western Europe and the North Americas, that'll help refurbish the rape numbers that had fallen so low.
No, man, like I don't understand. I don't get it, yo. I honestly, my mind can't fathom. Like, I'm all for having impulse control and not letting things affect you too much, but it's getting to be a bit much, and it's sad, dog. It's sad, yo.
It is
like
sad.
It's really
It's
sad.
sad.
Like, bro,
it will be the test. It will be the test,
Like, bro, like, and another
right,
thing,
if you got to get it together, it's
yeah.
You guys will be ruled by Asians, so pick a side.
We about to be ruled by Asians, but Asians rule with a heavy hand too. I don't think nobody want that shit, bro. Like, nobody really want that.
Hell
Nobody
no.
want that.
Hell no. Asians ain't gonna play. Asians ain't gonna fuck around with niggas, man. They not gonna play with niggas at all.
It really just take. I think it really just take motherfuckers not valuing the opinion of women so much, because niggas be scared.
Again?
I think niggas value the not, and I'm saying niggas just as like a general term for all men. I think men, like weak men, value what other people think, and especially women. They always want to say the right thing, not to upset the women.
There's definitely a female feminism component to a lot of this, I think.
Yeah, but blaming the woman is also weak.
No.
That's what I'm saying. It's a component, but there's more to it than that.
No, it's more. It's definitely more to it. I'm not absolving them because it's just like I'm not. Yeah, that's definitely a component. I think
Western civilization evolved to create systems to sort of control the various problems we're talking about, and they've allowed the systems to fall into disrepair and to be devalued and even defunded. And a lot of that comes from a party right now, the Democrats, where women run the party. It's a woman's party. They're the top people. They keep nominating women for president. They want it to be about that, and I think that's part of what we're looking at. Men are being weakened. But I think there's reserve. I think there's reserves there. I think it's going to get so far, and then there's going to be
no. It'll reach the point, and it's not going to happen, bro. We all going to be enslaved at this rate, bro. Y'all are too fucking weak, bro.
No, I don't
It's
think so, man. I think
bad,
one difference
bro.
here is here we've got
It's
arms.
only like a handful of badass white guys who really would do that shit to a motherfucker, bro. There's only a handful of those. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not a
Well,
fucking enough, bro.
You better hope you're wrong, or like I said, you'll be bowing to the Sandman or the Asian tiger.
I think that if New York invite that and not invite, if they elect that sand dude, that's the fall of America. If he gets in the office and he wins, we are all fucked. Because the like y'all say, the world America follows New York and California. So if that happens, we're cooked.
Did you see him barely? He couldn't bench the 135. Did you see that video?
No, I ain't see that. That's horrible.
No, it's pretty funny. He was at some sort of festival of manhood or something like that, and they, hey, come on, go ahead, and they got him to try to bench press 135 pounds, and the spotter was doing all the lifting for the 2 reps that he pretended to do. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, he's not a real man.
Man, I'm signing off, man.
Whatever
that's what I had to contribute to the show, man. This is disgusting, man.
Salute,
Y'all
man.
have a good night.
But don't you, as a guy, sort of know what your limitations are?
Yeah,
don't you, as a
you
guy, know what your limitations are, and he should have known better than to lay down and get embarrassed like that.
Yeah, well, he's a moron. He's a moron. So
all he needed to do was make a joke and keep walking. And he blew it.
I don't know if men know their limitations. I think that most people think they can bench at 135 pounds. I think that the average man thinks that they can do that in their mind.
She didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve that. So whatever the reason is behind it, it's unacceptable.
Fletcher's family still wrestle with why this happened. Was the young man scoping the scene to possibly rob her? Does he need help for a health issue or substance use disorder? Or was it
mental health issue?
They're concerned about him.
If he's got a mental health issue, what's he doing with a gun in his waistband?
As a family, like they should be like, fuck him with a sick dick every 6 ways to Sunday. They shouldn't be wondering what's wrong with him.
Like they would say if the attacker were a glider.
Yeah, like contemplating what may have caused him to. Are you fucking kidding me?
Whatever the reason is behind it, it's unacceptable.
Fletcher's family still wrestle with why this happened. Was the young man scoping the scene to possibly rob her? Does he need help for a health issue or substance use disorder? Or was this a social media or TikTok trend with young people doing inappropriate things to go viral? If you look closely, there's a phone sticking out his shorts.
It could be very dangerous for him if it happens again, or if this is a TikTok challenge. Kids need to be aware. Not everybody plays like that.
55 years of living and feeling safe in this neighborhood will not be tarnished by that one situation, with Mrs. Fletcher having this stern message for that individual.
I want him to know, you're not scaring me. No, absolutely not. So every day that it's nice weather, I will be on my porch.
In Louisville, Alexis Matthews, WOKY News.
This Negro just like patted you on the fanny, miss. Like, what do you mean? You're not scared? Come on now.
She should be, though.
This dude just like treated this lady like a fucking baby getting her diaper changed.
She's not scared.
Shout out to
What would it have taken for her to be scared? If you maybe beaten her?
Yeah.
What do you mean you're not scared?
I mean, I guess it does make sense. I mean, at the end of the day, he didn't physically harm her, right?
Well, just the absurdity of her thinking that he even cares whether or not she was scared, like that had anything to do with any part of it for him, is just nuts. And then for her to say she should be scared, she should be angry and scared. Like, yeah, I want these guys gone. But she wants him to know she's not scared. Okay.
Salute to Dada Narikian, man. He says, did you see the Utica mom charged for 11-year-old son's crimes? No, I haven't seen that, man. I didn't see that.
Wonder what crimes the 11-year-old got up to.
Depends on his race, man. could be vandalism to like fucking aggravated assault, depending on the race. Utica says, is that it right there?
Utica mom faces rarely used charge.
Where is this? Oh, here it is.
Yeah, that's it.
A Utica mother is facing charges after her 11-year-old son was allegedly involved in a, quote, multitude of crimes this year, both felony and misdemeanor. In one case, the child is accused of damaging several vehicles and stealing 2 of them. It is your top story tonight. Nurto Mohammed is charged with endangering the welfare, failure to exercise due diligence in control of a child. In my 20 years of reporting, I've never seen this charge. We spoke with the Oneida County District Attorney, who says it's rarely used, but this child has been involved in a, quote, overwhelming amount of public nuisance cases. And Utica police say each time the mother was made aware of his behavior and offered services for assistance.
Wow.
It's a rare circumstance that this charge is utilized because it's sometimes more of a social issue than it is a criminal issue. However, there are circumstances that do arise to the level of a criminal act that we feel it's appropriate for charges to be pursued.
The DA says the charge is a Class A misdemeanor and can carry a sentence of up to 1 year in jail if convicted. Generally, family court would be involved in the case, but because the child is 11, raise the age legislation prevents the case from becoming a family court matter until the age of 12.
Holding a mother accountable for out-of-control criminal behavior by her child. It's something police have been reluctant to do, but it just happened in Utica. A rare arrest, and police did it to prove a point and get other parents to exert more authority over their children. This week, police arrested 36-year-old Nutro Mohammed. Authorities say her 11-year-old son has been involved in at least 4 felonies: robbery, fire at a Walmart, stolen cars, and more. Because of his age, police say they can't charge him criminally, so they've turned their attention to the mother. Late today, Utica Police Lieutenant Michael Curley and I talked about some of the specifics of this case, why police and prosecutors took this very rare step, and what they're hoping comes of it. What message do you hope that this sends to folks in Utica and beyond?
So this is a very unique situation, considering the age of the child, the amount of crimes that he's been in, the lack of the ability for the police and the community to really do anything about it, coupled with the fact that Raise the Age has just kind of run amok amongst the juvenile population with this case in particular, and the fact that under 12 cannot be prosecuted in any criminal facility or family court. We felt it prudent that we had to do something in this respect.
When you arrested this mother in particular and explained why she was going to be placed under arrest, what was the reaction?
I mean, certainly she was unhappy, as dictated by our press release, and certainly I think everyone can understand that by the charge in of itself, this is not the first contact we've had with this mother. It wasn't that a simple juvenile stole a pack of gum from a local convenience store and we're charging a mother for uncare of a juvenile. This child has been in a multitude of felonies, to include robberies, burglaries, stolen vehicles, and a fire at Walmart. So it's not as if these aren't just true public nuisance crimes as well. So this kid isn't just out stealing things, as we said. He's not throwing rocks through windows. This is a case where a juvenile has created a multitude of major safety issues, and the mom has just been unwilling to try to stem those behaviors.
And you're sure it's unwilling, not unable?
Well, I think there is a very fine line between unwilling and unable. Once you've been notified, informed, and offered services on a multitude of occasions, and you're just not taking advantage of those things, nor attempting in any facility to try to rein in your child's behavior, what are we as the public and we as the police to assist the public supposed to do? Just allow the kid to continue wantonly committing crimes, committing violent crimes, and out there at all hours of the night without supervision? I think it was incumbent upon us just to prove a point that these kind of behaviors will not be allowed, obviously in very certain circumstances. Each and every time we've talked to mom, she either states she doesn't know where he is, or he snuck out, or he's out doing things. And these crimes aren't just occurring at 6 p.m. They're occurring at 1 a.m., at midnight, and later in the morning hours, in which it is their due diligence and their care to make sure their child has proper supervision. And each and every time we've encountered this child and brought him home and spoke to mom, we found that there's been a lack of all care, supervision, and neglect potentially. I mean, obviously that's a charge that can be explored later down the line, but things that just cannot continue due to one, the age of the child.
Jeez.
If I tell my son he can't be a girl, they take him away from me. But this woman can let her kid run all over town and wreak havoc. Where would they put a kid like that if he shot somebody, killed somebody? There must be some sort of facility to accommodate an 11-year-old, you know, that can maybe override this under 12 thing they have.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Everybody who came through, man. We looking for 10 people to share this stream on social media. If you could, share this stream on social media if you have a social media account. Support the channel. You know, take the $5 challenge to support the Ock Nation News. And any final thoughts, guys?
Hey, thanks, Ock.
No final thoughts? Same black time, same black channel. Out of here. Subscribe.